Hello, everyone. How's it going? Starting off very strong. My fucking icons are not wanting to show up today, so we're gonna have fun with this. But this works. So we are having a wonderful time. We're going to be playing some Monster of the Week, continuing our lovely campaign. I'm going to go ahead and just drag everyone in to the chat so that y'all can hear them. So let me grab them real quick. I think the chilled out music is being a little bit loud, so let me know how the audio is. I'm going to turn it down a pinch. There we are. Let me know how that is. I'm going to go ahead and bring everyone else in. So, hello, everyone.
Use the plastic lid for my bento box. Hello.
What an intro.
Oh, goodness gracious. We're here, everybody.
Oh, we sure as hell are.
I'm gonna blame myself having a fever.
That, honestly, that's fair. So we are joined.
Fever dream.
We are joined this evening, as always, by Q from Raritz Q. Say hi.
Hello.
We are joined by Excite Scooter, who has muted himself and he refuses to participate. So we're going to jump over him and we're going to say hi to Bowborn,
Hey.
who you can find at, Bowborn. And then Milady Avalon, our dear mod. Our other mod, Theater Queen and Scarlux, should be in the chat, so you can also say hi to them. Scar being the newest to the team. She's helping me set up a thing called Blurp, which I'm going to be using to replace the troll alerts, which means that people can play a much wider variety of sounds. Obviously, for clear reasons, that is not turned on right now, because we're, doing the... I'm sorry, I don't have it on right now. But hello, Torn. Yeah, I have the alerts off for the stream so that we're not interrupting the wonderful roleplay of folk. But yeah, if you're watching us on Twitch, hello Twitch. If you're watching us on YouTube, hello YouTube. Yeah, I think we're just waiting on Scooter to decide that he wants to say hi. Because everyone is currently in on the login screen.
Shit, sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. I was like, I said hi already.
No, yeah, and that's why I was like, he won't talk to us. He
Sorry,
refuses.
I'm still trying to get everything set up from restart my computer. I had everything ready to go. So now it's like
That's such a
I'm
tragedy,
rushing to get
man.
it all.
That is honestly a tragedy. Not even sarcasm. A little bit of sarcasm.
All right, it should be good now.
Wonderful. So, hello everyone. Scooter is streaming his perspective. I think he's the only one, unless Q or Bo are streaming their perspectives.
Right now.
Nope.
Wonderful. So once Scooter actually starts up his stream, we will be merging the chats as well. So because that's a cool thing that Twitch lets you do now, and I'm very fond of it.
Super fun.
It's up. I just gotta, yeah.
Oh, then I just have to knock on your stream. So I should probably do my job then.
Knock, knock.
I think the thing that pisses me off the most is when I go into the browser and I click something, Whenever I type in Twitch, it pulls up yours before it pulls up my own. Which is...
Knows.
It knows. It pulls up his chat. I'm going to start sharing my chat with him, and now we just have to wait for him to do that.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Also, hello, Skip. And hello, Corey.
Did you know you can't /host channels anymore?
I did actually learn that. Oh, hey, thanks, Bo, for the raid with the party of one. Let's go.
I don't know who that one person is because I wasn't live.
Well, it was...
Maybe stream elements or something.
Oh my god, he's coming through the fucking... I don't want this, Twitch. No, I don't want a Discord call, and also... Scooter, mute yourself on Twitch. What is happening? How do I... It actually doesn't... You're... Oh my god. Guest volume off. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh, hold on. There we go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I thought it... All that stuff was disabled when I looked.
Computers are like so hard.
Death Counter Bugad. Hello. Listen, it's...
Here, you can come back. Come back. You can...
Was I not... Am I not in it?
Not... Oh, never mind. You're good.
I was like...
Okay, we're good.
All right. Shared chat's going. It should be everyone together. God, this is a nightmare.
Yes. Yeah. I haven't
Oh,
had to
good.
restart my computer.
We have Scooter's Nightbot in the chat. My Nightbot doesn't talk, but my Stream Elements does. Oh boy. Dope. Wonderful. Welcome everyone. Let's see if someone can give us a recap of what happened last time, now that we've got all this nightmare ended. I'm gonna go ahead and end the chilled out groove and throw on...
Are you waiting for us to go, or are you waiting?
I said what said.
I need a recap from last time.
Oh, okay. Well, you said you were turning off music or something.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I was turning off the...
Let me pull out my notes.
Well, with a
I
hat
got
tip
notes.
to Milady's notes, and to make it fair so that Milady doesn't feel obligated to do it every time, I also take notes, so I'm gonna give it a go. And then Milady, please
Hell
correct me
yeah.
if I've
I
left
also
something out,
take
okay?
notes.
I'm so excited. I love.
I'll be
seeing
the
other
only
people take notes.
non-note taker.
Yeah,
Andy doesn't
honestly,
even take notes.
Scooter,
I've been taking notes for the novel.
I love every single part of this. And Scooter, nobody expected you to take notes, so you're okay.
Well,
I mean,
it makes sense that the two
perfect.
experts, quote unquote, are taking notes.
Hey. So we woke up in the woods outside of Portland, Maine, very confused, very beat up, and apparently comfortable and safe, which was surprising because when last we left before that, we were neither comfortable nor safe. So very confusing. We did a little bit of scouting. We found some weird shit, including this really big stinger-looking thing. Tooth, we decided it was.
Yeah, I had a
And,
tooth on me.
Oh, okay. So tooth on you. And then we noticed there was like a big fight outside of town. So then we met some of our friends in the woods, just like showed up because apparently we called them in a panic and didn't remember doing that. So they showed up. We went back into town with them. They suspected heavily that we did a bunch of drugs, which has still not been ruled out yet. And
Later.
we go back to the tavern. We quietly recollect, and then, if I remember correctly, somebody, I think maybe Scooter, confronted a stranger yet again in the bar, or excuse me, in the pancake place. And that stranger suggested that we actually go find drugs and gave us a lead on how to find those drugs.
Correct.
So then we went to some dark alley and bought drugs. For the low price of our souls, or specifically Benny's souls. Hopefully he didn't sign us all up for this, but you know it is a group content, so probably did. And we find out that the drugs is called Nestix, which is a memory restoration drug. We got it from a company, quote unquote, called MC&D, which we're pretty sure is the mafia. And matches a business card that we found in the toilet weeks prior.
Trash man.
We hear that this stuff apparently came from a research institute, or somebody worked at a research institute. Mine just says ACU. That was probably a person that I didn't write the full name down of, because that's how I do.
It stands for Al Cliff Ukulele, which is the name.
That's the guy we confronted in the bar.
Yeah,
Right.
he works for the South Carolina
Wise
Research
old ukulele.
Right. Okay. And then so, if I remember correctly, was it Benny and Vesper just down the hatch with the drugs, if I remember
Yep.
correctly?
Yep.
And we were both horrified.
Yep.
And then and that's kind of where we left off.
And then we started tripping.
So, additional notes. Benny had 3 harm when we woke up. Vesper had 2, and Arturo had 1. We did call 2 people. We called Jackie and we called Carter.
Without
remembering
that you had.
Without remembering that we did. The MC&D is a drug company. It stands for Michael, Carter, and Dark.
Marshall. Close, but yes.
It says Marshall on my notes. Look at that.
The note taker's right.
Mr. N is a strange man who decided, was like, hey, I need a favor later on. And Benny signed a contract.
Mm-hmm.
Despite us saying, don't sign a contract, he signed a contract.
Mm-hmm.
The business card that Benny found in the bathroom from episode 1, bathroom toilet, that I've been holding on to, was like vibrating, so it led us into an alley, which is sketch as fuck. And now we're gonna go fight a thing.
And what thing have you guys been fighting? Just as an additional little...
It is
So we don't have a name for it.
No.
But it is a monster that attacks in groups. It mimics voices. Attacks at night. It's massive. I happen to have Angel has a tooth in her possession that she somehow got from a fight she can't remember, and it makes you forget what happened. Unless you take the magic Nestic mystery drugs, and we're gonna go raid a house.
Yeah, and the creatures from the flashback, the creatures at the first sign of sunrise, scurried off and crawled back into a cabin somewhere in the woods.
Wonderful.
Did I miss anything else, Bo?
No. I mean, not that I had written down, which is not all inclusive of me.
So,
I'll send you
yes,
my notes.
that is more or less everything. And so now you all have gathered together and gone out into the woods. And as the sun was setting, you have remembered your way back to the cabin from which you had found the creature. And so you have now made your way there. And as the sun has set, you hear, "Who's there?" coming from the cabin.
I'm gonna bamf my trident into existence.
You bamf. So,
I felt like the appropriate word to say bamf in that instant.
the way that we're going to do this for combat is more or less going in order through the list, in alphabetical order. Just kind of, you guys are going to be telling me how you're going to be going forward, very similar to D&D, what you're going to do on your turn. There's no like movement speed or anything like that. but when you say that you're going to do something, I am then going to either have you make a roll or give you, some kind of... It's going to be a back and forth, more or less. And if you fail, combat's not going to go well for you. But if it goes well, and you guys are going to do damage, it'll make sense. It's different from D&D is what I'm trying to say. It's not necessarily like initiative. The bad guys aren't necessarily going to have a turn. They're going to be more so reacting to your movements and your rolls. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Wonderful. So, with that, you have found yourselves here in the woods. Jackie and Carter are going to go at the quote-unquote end of the initiative. Also, hello, Radiant. Sorry I couldn't say hello sooner. I was letting everybody give their little recaps from the last couple sessions. We're doing well. I'm excited for this. And I'm aware that I don't make a very good girl voice. So, first things first, Angel, what are you doing? You see this creature crawling forth from this cabin.
Where's the cabin? On the map.
Right here.
Dope skis. Well, I already have my trident out.
Yep. Trident in hand.
I am big and scary. I'm gonna kind of sneakily make my way over to it. My goal is to hit it. I would like to kick some ass.
All right. You can tell this thing was walking out of the cabin towards you guys. It knows you're there.
If it knows I'm there, I'm gonna hit it.
Wonderful. So you will.
If we both have the acknowledgement of I see you, I'm gonna hit it.
Wonderful. You start just absolutely sprinting up towards this thing. Go ahead and give me a kick some ass roll.
Yeah, which is my tough score.
Yes, indeed.
How do I?
So
I got experience though, so
you absolutely got some experience.
Man, this is my moment to be cool.
So as you are running up towards this creature, this blood red monster, it opens up its mouth and this almost like pinkish mist comes out from between its teeth as it gives a long snarling hiss. And as you kind of get hit with the absolute overwhelming scent just kind of trips you up for a second, and you just kind of lunge forward, but it throws you off just enough that the creature is able to kind of with its paw push your trident away from it. So it didn't hurt you this time, but that's the outcome. Now, one thing that we have not gone over is luck. On all of your character sheets, you have luck. You have 0 out of 7 luck marked. You can, for any roll, use up 1 luck, and it will make that roll a critical success. It'll make it a 12. No matter what you rolled before, it'll make it a 12. However, when you use up all 7, you become doomed. It means that a lot of situations where normally you would probably have like a roll when you're walking into a room or something like that, you don't get those roll opportunities. Bad luck will surge towards you. You'll never know if it's just because of bad luck or something else. But the second you're doomed, your character's fate does not look good. We'll put it that way. So, keep that in mind. You do have luck, and you can use luck. And there are ways to return luck. But, that being said, Angel, would you like to use a luck point?
No, it didn't hurt me. We just kind of had a fun little tussle.
Wonderful.
I'm good with it.
Arturo, it is
Okay.
your
So
go.
what tell me. I'm gonna tell you what I kind of want to do, and you can tell me what I can do within the constraints of a round. Okay.
Wonderful.
So my goal, obviously, also having my bow out and strung.
Mhm.
There's no arrow on it, which will be relevant here in a second. But am I able to like draw the bow and like use magic, for example, and shout something over to the rest of the party?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can, when you want to use magic specifically to fight, you get to roll kick some ass, but rather than adding plus tough, you add plus weird, which
So I
should
wouldn't
be.
use magic for fighting. I would just.
You can click on use magic, but specifically, it would be kick some ass. Again, clicking use magic works. Use magic is just kind of a more general term, kind of catch-all thing. But I don't know if we have it configured, so you're welcome to just use magic for it. It's the same.
Gotcha, okay.
It's the same kind of thing.
I might be able to change it on the character sheet to use, and I'll mess with it later.
Dope. But yes, you can do all of those things. Just let me know where you kind of want to move towards.
Gotcha. So I'm going to stay with the party. And
Okay.
I am going to kind of look around at the party, and I'm going to look over at Benny. I'm going to say, hey, Benny, we need to make sure that everybody takes the Nestix, and I'm going to like say, can you get one of those ready for me? And as soon as I say that, hey, can you get one of those ready for me? I'm going to turn around and I'm going to raise my bow up in the sky. I'm going to draw the bowstring back, notably without an arrow, much to the dismay of my fellow archers out there. But then I'm going to whisper the word fuego. It's fire in Spanish under my breath, and then I'm going to use magic.
Hell yeah.
I love
Actually, probably kick some ass is what I'll roll here. I figured out how to make it roll my weird.
Hell yeah. So go ahead and make that
does
roll.
That sound good?
Yep, that sounded wonderful. Hell yeah. So that is a 10 plus. So you get one extra effect. You can suffer less harm, which in this case you're using a ranged effect. You don't need to worry about that. You inflict terrible harm, so you'll do one extra damage on top of what you would normally do. Gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. +1 forward just means they get a +1 to their next roll in that situation. And then you force them where you want them. In that case, it would be like, oh, you kind of pin them in or something like that, or force them to move away from an ally or something along those lines.
Gotcha. So I will. I'll probably go ahead and. I'm torn between either giving +1 forward to Angel or forcing the monster back into the cabin.
Well, you can do either of those.
Let's do +1 forward to Angel.
Wonderful. And then the spell that you are doing, the combination for your spell that you are slinging, it should have a base and then a damage. I imagine you're doing fire and missile, I think, is the one?
Yep, that's exactly
wonderful.
Right, yeah.
Can you tell me the harm that is associated with that? It might be 1 or 2 harm.
Let's see, I'm looking at right now. Add 2 harm fire.
Wonderful. And missile itself has how much?
Missile is 1 harm magic.
So a total of 3?
It looks like it.
Wonderful. Cool. You pull back on this bowstring, and this serpentine pattern begins to form in light as you pull the string close to your cheek. A ray of flame stretches from the limb to the string as you utter fuego, and then you loose, and this blast of hot air just shoots past you, Angel, directly into this monster, and it just rolls backwards a little bit, kind of stumbling from the impact, and it is, you see where it is like charred and burned on its skin. It just opens its mouth, and you think it's going to give a terrible roar, but you just hear, "What is that thing?" Wonderful. So that is Arturo's turn. Benny, it is your turn.
Okay, so Arturo said get the Nexus ready. What are they called? I always forget.
Nest
what they're called.
sticks.
I'm terrible at it. Nest sticks.
Yep.
Nexus. Who has taken some so far?
I have.
You and Vesper.
You and Vesper.
Okay.
The two
So
sided
I'm gonna chuck one over to Arturo,
Wonderful.
and then I guess Carter and Jackie, since they're right there too.
Wonderful. They
Okay, cool.
each,
Um,
kind of take it, breaking the ampule and sniffing in the small amount of powder inside of the glass tube.
I'm gonna move over here, like in the tree, kind of hiding.
Okay.
And as I'm doing that, I want to oops across something.
Wonderful. Son of a bitch. All right, I'll get back to you on that. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Oops.
You found something. Insert IOU1 oops. Fuck that ability.
Okay.
Oh my god. All right. Vesper, it is your turn.
Let's see. Vesper is just gonna take her gun out.
Hell yeah.
Which one is that? Her equipment.
Just casually.
Just casually pull out that
Wait,
Glack
I
Glack.
see. Yeah.
I don't know if it is
I can't see them
on.
they're
the-
not on my sheet.
Yeah, let me pull it up on my end, and then we can see if we can just get them added in.
But I'm going to pull
Do,
out
do, do.
my assault rifle.
Hell yeah. The giggle is, I think, the best part.
So you guys just see Vesper just kind of like reach behind her to where like her sweater is, and just kind of like reach up under her sweater and
Just pull out a fucking
off a clip, like pull down a clip of something, like a little belt clip thing, and then she just like pulls out like an assault rifle,
actual assault rifle.
from her tiny little frame, and checks it over, makes sure that everything is correct, turns the
Remind me,
safety off.
which three weapons did you pick?
There is a baseball bat,
Mm-hmm.
an assault rifle, and
Mhm.
a Glock.
Wonderful. The 9mm?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
This is some bullshit. I only got one weapon.
Yeah, yours is like blessed by the gods. This one's a fucking just like
I am a degenerate. I am a little.
like the only magic hers has is that it is a filed off serial number.
Mhm.
That's fair.
The only magic I have is that little book that I stumbled and fell onto.
Well,
Wonderful. Yeah, so you have
and the
your assault
ability to
rifle.
conceal weapons, apparently.
Apparently. No one just thinks to search you ever. Like, you wear baggy clothes not
No,
because they
I'm-
make you feel good, but because you're just fucking packing
Well,
heat.
Not even that baggy, too. I'm tiny, so half the time people just look at. They're like, "Oh, that's a kid." Cool.
that's a child.
All right.
Yeah. There's
So
like, "Okay,
yeah,
cool.
you have a
my gun.
you have
And
your
then-
assault rifle.
I go and kind of position myself in between these three trees here,
Wonderful.
facing towards the door.
Cool. Do you just run up? Do you make an attack?
I'm not really making an attack just yet. I'm kind of just like sitting there to position to give like cover and fire towards
Okay.
Angel.
Wonderful, wonderful. I feel like my music needs to change from being dreary to being kind of actiony.
I did not hesitate. It was on site.
Yeah, more or less. All right.
I'm a little shaken from the memories that I saw, and a little like curious about this creature. I'm like, I want to study it, but I also don't want to get too close.
Yeah.
I'm also in
Carter-
shock that it's actually there and real.
Carter is kind of with Angel on this one of the
Yeah.
fuck that thing. He takes out his so Carter, as you know, you kind of have like the pew pew accuracy. Carter's a bit more punk rock, and he just brought his fucking like shotgun, and so he's going to kind of run up this way towards the tree here, and he is going to do his very best. Let's see. I'm gonna just steal someone else's thing because I don't think I have his attack set up. So I'm gonna just, it's gonna look like fucking Benny is rolling this attack, but we all know that it's actually Carter.
And take backwards, I put civilians from Carter. Carter's a G.
And it absolutely just blows past this monster. Does not seem to, he's as he was running up, he couldn't get quite a good aim at it, so his shot more so just kind of startles it, hits the ground near it, and he goes, "Ah, fuck!" And then good old Jackie is gonna go, I don't have a weapon.
I can toss him my pistol. I'm like, you know how
wonderful.
to use one of these?
He's like, I've done a
hand
bit.
him a 9mm.
Wonderful.
For the bat.
No, I think I can do the 9mm. He kind of takes it, he looks like he's a little unsure of himself, but he goes and he
Lean in your shot.
lean in my shot. Okay.
Lean into it and breathe.
Okay.
Flirt later, hit now.
What could go wrong?
And he actually does kind of like line it up, and two quick little shots actually hits his mark both times, doing a bit more damage to it.
You're a natural.
Vesper is even more in love now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And you're like,
Not
wow,
bad.
good grouping. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go back up. Angel, I am going to need from you. I need you to act under pressure using either cool or tough, I believe.
Tough.
Wonderful.
It says cool. Can I change it to tough?
Yes, for this specifically, from my understanding for combat. If I get it wrong, I apologize.
I don't know how to change it.
Here, we will just roll, kick some ass.
Okie
Wonderful. Yeah, so as this
Nice.
creature now moves closer towards you after having been blasted by quite a few different things, it reaches out to try to bite hold of you, and you're so used to the frogs, that you just take your spear as it starts to bite.
I'm not
You
doing this.
kick into its throat and jam the trident down into it, dealing damage, and it just kind of limps backwards a little bit from it. Remind me how much your trident does.
My trident does 3 harm, and it's holy and silver.
Wonderful.
Where does the +1 forward come in? Would that have happened on the roll? That
Yes, that is where the +1 would have come in.
Word.
So it would have been or rather, it would be the next time they attack it, which now it is their turn. So you can kick some ass some more.
Did it actually raise me at all?
No.
Did it rip any of the clothes or?
No. It started to make an attack, and you bitch slapped it into the ground and stabbed it.
Cool. I'm gonna do it again.
Wonderful. Go ahead and make that roll.
I'm going to kick some ass.
Because this one's actually the kick-ass roll. Wonderful. So on a 10, yep.
Plus 1.
Yes. So that is an 11. So you can you gain the advantage. Take +1 forward or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, +1 harm. You suffer less harm, -1 harm. You force them where you want them. You get to choose one of those.
I'll do extra harm.
Wonderful. So you do a whopping 4 as this thing's...
I've done 7 in one turn.
Technically, the last 3 was the last turn, because that was its turn. But, yes, you, as it's kind of trying to rear up once more, you just drive your trident down into its head, and it just stops moving. And then you hear, from up here, "Who's there?" And over here, you hear, "Hello?" And from deeper within the cabin, you hear, "Well, what is that thing?" Whoop. Trying to assign it as dead. Not all of them stupid, just one. And I'll just turn that one into that. Wonderful. So the other creatures are going to start moving in. And that brings us to Arturo. Where there was one, now there are 3 more.
Okay, I am going to take a step closer to Benny so that there is a clear line of sight between the leftmost monster. Was it double click? What is the show of ping?
I'm sorry? Oh, yeah. Click and hold.
Oh, it is hold.
Oh, I see. I want to shoot the leftmost one here. I want to do basically the same thing I did last round, but I want to make sure that
Wonderful.
I'm standing next to Benny, like here, so that I don't hit Jackie or Vesper.
Dope.
And I'm basically going to do the same thing. You'll see me draw the bow again, and once again, I'll whisper flag under my breath as I draw, and then I will kick some ass.
Absolutely kick some ass.
I ain't kicking nothing.
So go ahead and mark experience. You, as you're moving over, you slip in the slight rain, kind of tumbling, and just slam into Benny. Kind of causing both of you to kind of tumble as you're trying to get back up. You draw the string, but your arrow, just in the time that it takes from saying the spell's name, you're still kind of a bit off, and the arrow just flies straight past the monster.
Okay, it's also worth pointing out that I think I just started a fire.
Yeah. Well, but that's off the map, so we don't have to worry about that yet.
I love it when forest fires are not an us problem.
Exactly.
This is
Benny,
there.
you just had Arturo slam into you, but it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna brush his shoulders off to get the dirt off of him,
Okay.
and then Can I use protect someone on him,
Uh,
or is it when they get hurt?
it's when someone's like in a dangerous situation, you can kind of jump in. So, I would say you can use protect someone on like Angel right
Angel.
now,
Okay.
because they're the one who's kind of getting squared up.
Okay. I don't know if I can do this. So can I move to Angel to use protect someone and then hide behind the tree right here afterwards?
I would say that probably breaks into 2 turns. So
Okay, I had a feeling.
yeah, so you can like
Yep.
run up and absolutely like try to help Angel out, or you can kind of wait to protect someone for when like somebody's getting attacked or something like that. It's kind of one
No,
of
it's fine.
those
I'll run up.
jump in situation things.
Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna. But okay, so can I move here and like do the protect someone on Angel just for the next round?
Yeah, I'd say you could do that.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna move here, and when I protect someone, I grab something out of my fanny pack
All
and
right.
give it to someone. So I'm giving Angel a candy wrapper as her protection.
All right. Cool. Candy wrapper. Got it?
Yep.
Wonderful. Yeah. Angel, you get a candy wrapper.
Benny, stay back there.
Why? I'm here to help.
You can help by being back there.
So
I stay there.
go ahead and roll to protect someone.
There we go.
You did not.
Wonderful. So go ahead and mark experience.
Hey.
What do we do when our experience is full?
You will level up at that point. Which would be at the end of like the scene, quote unquote. If I remember correctly, but you can keep marking experience after that as well.
Cool.
Okay, so I only get my fun ability afterwards then, if I level up.
I believe so, yes. I believe it's after a scene. I don't think it pops up in the middle of it, but I can also double check that. I'll just get it pulled up while we're doing this. Wonderful. So Benny, as you're kind of running up and trying to put this wrapper into Angel's hand, this creature having a bit of an opportunity, you're trying to like get this wrapper into Angel's hand, and this thing just brings a claw down on you, and you are going to suffer 1 harm. And then
It's not like I can defend Benny, right?
Not when it is the consequence of him trying to protect someone.
Okay.
And then I will be right back.
You guys are getting random. Well, on my end, there's a recording of journal entries from Vesper's point of view.
I just love
They
the fact
don't
that you
have
didn't-
all of the key details that you guys recorded. There is clearly a shift in focus on them. But they exist.
All right, I have returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I need to get the fuck out, but
Um,
I'm not using work focused, so it's probably good that you have some notes that are like, this is fun.
Yeah. Here, I'll send you this snippet.
Morva, if you're talking, I can't.
I am not. I was reading.
Oh, you're good. Your little green Discord
Yeah.
bubble was like.
Oh, was
activating,
it?
so I'm like,
Okay.
It happens to me a lot.
Wonderful. So we're doing combat a little bit wrong, and that's fine. And we're gonna just keep doing it wrong for this encounter, but then
That's fair.
we're gonna fix it afterwards. But just know that we're doing it technically wrong, but that is a-okay. So Benny does get that little bit of harm, and then Cool. So, wonderful. That is Benny's turn. Vesper, go ahead and let me know what you're doing.
Vesper is kind of looking around at everybody, kind of watching their movements, assessing the situation, and she is going to turn to this one that's closest to her, right here, and take aim, and... Just gonna kind of take aim and try and get a good shot on the head
Wonderful.
of this creature here.
So go ahead and roll kick some ass.
Where's that? Wait, where is that?
It's under moves on your character sheet.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yep.
Okay. So, I'm gonna roll that.
Hell yeah. You and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. The amount of harm is based on the established dangers in the game. So you
No.
shoot that thing, and it is going to run towards you as you're shooting it. So your shots land, you do the 3 harm, and this thing is just hissing towards you, this pink mist kind of splashing against your face, and it immediately makes your head hurt. But you are shooting towards it, and then it just lunges forward with one of its claws and just digs in towards you, dealing 1 harm.
1 harm total?
Yes. And Jackie is going to freak a little bit, and he's going to do his best. His best is not good. So he's here. He kind of like tries to come up and shoot this thing, and it kind of turns after a couple of his shots whiz past it and like glance off of the spikes on its back, and just brings his teeth down onto Jackie, dealing significantly more damage.
No!
And he just kind of like yells out as this thing like bites into his like arm and chest. And that is Angel. You're up. Oh, I guess Carter should probably go. He will also do his very best. And he actually does kind of he moves up here, and he's able to keep this monster at bay as he's fighting against it, giving a few rounds. And he just goes, "These things are fucking horrifying." And Angel.
So are the giant red dots the monsters?
Yeah, that's the monsters.
Is that this one dead?
No, that one's alive. There was one next to it right here that is the dead one. I just can't make it look dead. Let me try. Oh, I could rotate it. Here we go. I'm gonna just make it upside down. There we go. It's dead.
That works.
So yeah, there's just the one in front of you.
I'm gonna see if I can kind of push Benny back. Can I see if I can push him back and also kick some ass, or would that be protect someone?
In that case, you could do it as protect someone, yeah. Which you're fine to roll it that way, to kind of like push him away from the combat and try to keep him. Try to keep yourself between him and that thing.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, hi. Thank you.
Is that why you're calling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good.
So
Wonderful.
I will use protect someone on Benny.
Yes. Go ahead and roll that
Out of
for
the
me.
way. Or at least attempt to do it.
Let's see how it goes. That's a 9. Wonderful. So you do shove Benny back a bit, kind of getting between him and this monster, but in the process of trying to like focus on both Benny and this creature here, you kind of look away for a moment to tell Benny like, get the fuck back, and this thing just swipes down towards you. You are also going to take 1 harm, but it does not
Even
ignore
with
your
my
armor.
armor?
No, that's what I was about to say. Is you were going to take 1 harm, however, you have 1 armor, so total it is 0.
So since it scratched me, does it? Where would it have scratched me? Because I'm assuming it's gonna rip some of my clothes.
It would scratch like right along your leg.
Cool.
But yeah, your divine armor protects you, and you are fine. And with that, Arturo.
Okay. I'm probably going to. Let me think here. Okay, I'm gonna shoot this one up top here. Same deal.
Hell yeah, go for it.
So we'll do some kick some ass. Same deal. The fire arrow spell. Okay.
All right.
So yes,
Yeah, that's gonna work. So yeah, pick your extra effect.
let's do. Oh, I'm looking at use magic. Sorry, let me switch here. Let's force them back a little bit. However far back it will work. So we'll do like the 3 base and then force them backwards.
Yeah, you working with Carter, you guys kind of drive this creature back a little bit as it's kind of trying to get away from where you're both beating the shit out of it.
And then I'd also like to move a little bit if I can to be a little bit closer to the party.
Yeah, absolutely. Out here.
Yeah, or wherever I could have shot that beast. Like
Yeah,
here if I
we'll
need to.
we'll say like right there. You're just kind of zipping these past Carter. Wonderful. Benny, you just got shoved.
Sorry, forgot I was muted.
How dare you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna listen to Angel and get back a little bit, but I want to still be near Arturo, so I'm gonna move right here, not far. And
Show me again where?
just to the right of him.
Wonderful.
And I can see that Arturo means business right now, so I want to use the help out move and try to help him.
Wonderful.
Like-
How are you helping him?
I pull out a laser pointer so he can have better aim and give it to him.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, I will allow that. Go ahead.
Damn it.
Yeah. Arturo, you don't know how a laser pointer is going to help you with magic.
Not the council. I actually
But
even feel
it
almost
keeps-
compelled to chase it.
Yeah,
Just Benny doing Benny things.
Benny keeps like shining the light around, or the laser pointer around, so much so that it seems to draw in another one from the woods.
Well, shit.
I've also realized that I've not been like zoomed in well enough to actually show what's going on, and I'm so sorry, chat. I was in the wrong spot. But yeah, there we are. So yes, you now have another one pulled up. Thank you, Benny. Very cool. Vesper,
Yeah.
Jackie has a mouth on him.
Okay, so this is gonna be really risky and it might be stupid.
I love
but
that.
I
Let's
think
hear
it's
it.
an applicable time for me to act under pressure. And yeah, I need to act under pressure.
Okay.
And I am going to attempt to. Oh no, if this doesn't work, he's gonna die. So I am going to freak out at the fact that he is being eaten.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be like, you can't have him, he's mine. I'm gonna jump on the thing, and I'm gonna take my gun
Uh-huh.
under its neck and
Uh-huh.
try to like tear its head off. So,
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So,
please a 12. Please a 12.
you do not
Please
actually
just
need to act under pressure for it. You're okay for that. That's more so kind of like a if you're in a tight situation, which granted this is, but you are
This
trying
is a
to
tough
kick
situation.
you are trying to kick some ass.
Oh,
So this
it's
is
some ass.
this is definitely a kick some ass roll.
Okay, please give me a 12.
Not to over-explain, but if you don't roll a 12, you do have your luck.
You can also protect someone, which
But I want to murder it. Okay, hold on.
you can.
You know what they say? The
Oh.
best defense is a good offense.
Yeah,
No,
And-
I'm
and-
going.
And
okay,
not
but
laser
listen,
pointers.
and not laser
If
pointers.
I do this, then like, like, okay, this is just it. This is it.
If
because,
your
like,
first
he's gonna
your
love
first
me
instinct-
after this.
If your
If your
first
first
instinct is to
instinct is
kick some ass,
hit it.
kick some ass. Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
my first instinct is I see red, and I now have to kill this thing at any and all costs.
They are in fact red. That is correct. Go ahead and roll kick some ass
Yes.
for me then.
Please.
Let's go.
That's a 10.
Yeah, so you absolutely climb onto this thing. It is unfortunately, because you are a very frail person, a 9, so it is almost a complete success. However, it is a success. You definitely get this thing's attention. You grapple on top of it and put the gun to its neck, and you are able to just fire like 5 or 6 shots just into its neck. I don't want your stupid cheap viewers. Get out of here. So yeah, it hurts. It's not happy, and it will roar, kind of like reach its head back, and the spines on its back, one of those spines is going to go into your arm, your offhand
Figured.
arm. But it has now let Jackie go.
I don't think I even feel it or care at this point.
Yeah,
I'm just
you're
happy that-
you are pure adrenaline right now. You are on top of this creature.
I
Let
might
me.
have even tried to bite it, but
Yeah.
I don't think I bit it.
the thought was there.
Indifferent. There we go.
So
you are
how
on
much
top
do
of this
I
thing.
reach For harm?
You take 1 harm, and you will do your full harm against it. Go ahead now,
Where's my
Jackie. You. I can just check it for you. There you go. You're not unstable yet, but you're in pretty bad shape. Jackie is going to see this and be like, what the hell are you doing? Get Vesper! And he's going to try to help, and he's going to do his best. And so he actually fires at this thing and again hits kind of like further into the back of it, into one of its arms. And then he does kind of like take a step back where he's like, I hope you know what you're doing. Carter, seeing another one of these fucking things coming up and seeing this one getting closer and closer while it's fighting Angel, is going to turn and fight on this thing. And he's going to try to get as close as possible. And Jesus Christ, he does actually hurt it enough to cause it to back up into the shed a little bit. And he goes, I hope there are no more of these fucking things out here. Wonderful. Angel. He's fired onto this thing and pushed it back a little bit. It is your turn.
My turn?
Your turn.
I'm gonna hit the thing again.
How do you keep getting rotated? Angel, sit up.
I don't know.
I fixed it. Wonderful. You're gonna
So-
hit it again?
So, the one in front of me, yeah, I'm gonna pursue it and
Wonderful.
hit.
Go ahead and
Gonna kick some ass.
kick some ass. Wonderful.
And
So,
partial success.
partial success. You make damage against this. This thing tries to hurt you again with its mouth. It just doesn't, though. I think the only way that it will actually be able to harm you is if you fail at kicking some ass.
Magic armor, baby.
Magic skin.
Yeah, essentially.
All right. Arturo, what are you doing meanwhile as you watch?
Buckle up, more vibe. Okay, so I'm gonna take aim at this closer one of the two up here on the top. Let's see if I can do the click and hold.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna draw my bow back, and I've never tried this spell before. I've only read about it in mythology books.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna draw back my bow, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but I know enough about this bow and how it channels magic to know that it might work. So I'm gonna draw back my bow, and I'm going to whisper under my breath because I don't want to embarrass myself in front of my new friends. I'll say, El Rayo. And what I want to happen is to have the bow charged with lightning the same way it did with fire. The goal is to have an arrow stick out of this guy and have a bolt of lightning flash from the sky and hit this dude and maybe do a little bit of splash damage, maybe.
Wonderful. So to clarify, you are doing a missile
Smash.
with lightning?
Yeah, missile with lightning, yep.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and kick some ass. Roll for me.
Okay, and an effort
Hell
to spice
yeah.
things up a little bit, because I saw something very interesting about using luck as a spell slinger, and to maybe give you the opportunity to roleplay a little bit, I want to use luck to make that a 12.
Dope. Yeah, you absolutely pierce into this creature, and the shot
describe
just
it?
rings
Yeah.
out. Absolutely.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, so I wanted to do the same thing that you described with the fire. I think that was really awesome. So, like, the sigils and the snakes, like, glow almost an eerie blue before, like, shooting out little jumping lightning arcs down the bow, down the string. And then you see what looks like a lightning bolt shoot across the sky, and then stick into this front monster where it kind of, like, sizzles. And then everybody's hairs start to stand up a little bit on their arms and back of the necks a little bit. And then probably 2 or 3 seconds later, just a very bright, loud flash of lightning pierces through the trees and hits this one, hopefully also the second one behind it.
Yeah, you just absolutely just hear this crackling of energy just shoot through, and then a bolt of lightning just striking. Hang on. Hold on, it's loading. Hold on, the lightning from the sky is loading. Hang on. There it is. It stopped the cool music. All right, we're back into it. Yeah, it fucking arcs between the two of them. They both just kind of crumple backwards a bit, just twitching, and then they quickly kind of try to get back up onto their feet. They're not happy about it. You can see these charred marks zigzagging across both of their skins.
Can I choose one of the advanced on a 12 plus effects?
The advanced are for if you take that from leveling up.
I got it.
Yep. So in the advanced improvements, I believe, or rather, yeah, because you mark 2 of the.
It says on a 10 plus, do 1 extra effect, and on a 12 plus, instead pick an enhanced effect. You see what I'm looking at?
Yeah, so those are if you mark a move under your advanced improvements. You can mark 2 of the basic moves as advanced. When they are marked as advanced, then you get the advanced benefits.
Gotcha. And how?
Yep.
I'll ask that later. But okay, cool. Do I still choose one of the 10 pluses?
Yes, absolutely
Okay,
do.
I want to force them exactly where the fuck they are right now.
Wonderful.
I don't want them to be able to move.
Yeah, they're kind of twitching for a while from all of the electricity, almost like a magical taser. So they're not having a fun time with it. Benny.
Then I'll probably rub my eyes.
Yeah. All right, Benny. It's the bottom of the 9th.
All right. This one's still alive, right?
Which one? This one? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So just seeing the cool things like everyone did, Benny wants to feel useful because he feels very useless right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna just take out his fire axe and run up to take a swing at this guy.
I love that. Yeah. Go ahead and roll kick some ass for me.
Kick some ass. This is not gonna go good.
Well, it almost did. Yeah, you run up to get this thing, and you're like, everybody's being so cool. I want to be cool. You run forward, and you're like yelling, fire axe overhead, and this thing just puts its paw into your chest and just pushes you into the ground. You are going to take 2 harm.
Alrighty.
Hell yeah, Benny. So Benny's in a bad place. And Vesper, you're also in a bad place. Let's hear how you do. Yeah, go for it.
So I'm still on top of the thing, and like I've got it like impaled into my arm, right? And I shot it.
Yeah, one of those spikes is like in your arm. You're trying to like ride this creature.
Can it shake me off of it while I'm like impaled on it?
Yeah. Like it's not like you're not gored through. It's just like the spike got stuck into your arm. And it's not happy about you being up there.
No, of course not. Let's see. I'm going to. Am I at a good angle where I could put the put my gun at the back of its like head?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell Jackie to stand back a little bit so that way he won't accidentally get like,
Sprayed.
Sprayed. I'm gonna place the barrel right there at the back of its head, and I'm gonna kick some ass.
Absolutely. Let's see it.
Wait, hold on. Can I use some luck to kick some?
You absolutely can use some luck. Yes. So,
that?
on your character sheet, near where your harm is, there is luck. Go ahead and mark 1 luck. You do not get to mark experience. However, it does change it from a 5 to a 12. So you will completely succeed. And you get one of the extra effects. You gain advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, you force them where you want them. That is up to you.
I give +1 forward. Is this thing's dead, yeah?
It's depending on how much damage you do to it. I believe it is probably dead or nearly dead. If you I will tell you, if you inflict terrible harm, it will be dead.
I inflict terrible harm on it.
Wonderful. You put that thing right to the base of the skull, and you just hold down the trigger. You feel like it's about to buck you off, but you're able to grab hold of one of the thorns on its back, move just slightly, jam the gun into a wound, and just hold down the trigger until the bullets stop coming out. And this thing just screams in pain and collapses. It is now very dead.
Don't mess with my people.
Wonderful. So that is your turn. And Jackie's gonna be like, holy shit. Alright. Well, and just kind of moves up this way and takes a shot at this thing.
Sweet.
Let's see how he does. So, it was kind of pressing down on Benny's chest. It looked like it really wanted to take a bite out of Benny, and Jackie lets off a few shots that kind of graze into it. It looks up at him with like rage and just moves towards him and just slams into him with its spikes. He does shoot it a few times, so it's not in good shape, but he also just kind of gets hit with some of those spikes. And Carter.
I'm now in love with Jackie.
Carter is kind of taking advantage of these two being held off, is firing back towards them. And he's able to kind of keep them at bay. He doesn't do too much harm, but he says, I'm running low on shells, so if you're gonna do something big, like fucking do it. Otherwise, the magic spear lady needs to start hitting these ones.
I'll just gruffly say, what about that lightning was not big?
Magic spear lady. Thanks.
Listen, it was very impressive, but they're still alive, and I'm running out of shells. I'm just trying to communicate. Angel, it is your turn.
Wow. I'm gonna hit it again.
Wonderful.
Cool spirit lady's gonna try to kick some more ass.
Wonderful. It's not the size of the bolt, it's the rumble of the thunder. You know what? That's so fair. Jesus Christ, that is a complete success. Critical success.
Angel, save me.
I'm saving.
I
everyone.
will tell you.
I'm trying so hard, Betty. I'm trying so hard.
So you get one of the 10 plus effects. I will tell you, you do not need to inflict terrible harm. So you can choose to either gain the advantage against these things or suffer less harm, which I don't think is really necessary for you. Or force them where you want them, which in this case, again, probably not necessary as they are dead.
Yeah, so can I either take an advantage or give an advantage?
Yeah, you can give it +1 forward to another hunter. So to be clear, you cannot give it to Jackie or Carter. They are civilians.
Yeah. Okay, I also go for this. So I'm gonna give it to Arturo.
Alrighty.
If I wanted to use my fun ability to get right up in those monsters' faces,
You absolutely could roll to do that, yeah.
I don't need to roll to do it.
You are so right, you don't. And that absolutely goddamn.
This turn?
Because you attacked,
Do I-
no. So I'd say wait until the next turn, but that's going to be
I
real
don't have to roll.
interesting. You're so right, and I hate that. I forgot, and you were so right. That might be worse than oops. And the rest of you will see in a second. Yeah, so there are now 3 of these here. As it kind of crumples to the ground, you, Vesper, notice that when it ran into Jackie, it ran into Jackie like some of those larger spikes went through the abdomen, and he is not looking good. Arturo, it is your turn.
You
Okay.
have advantage, Arturo.
I'm going to.
You got a +1.
Okay, cool, perfect. That's gonna help a lot. I'm gonna run over to Jackie, and
Okay.
I'm gonna, with my bow in my left hand, I'm gonna reach behind me and pull out what looks like to be a wicked old sword. Like looks like clearly it's an heirloom sword.
Mhm.
It's been around for a long time. I'm going
Wonderful.
to lightly touch Jackie on the shoulder with this and attempt to use it to channel for use magic.
Okay.
Just it's a little flavor there, you know, like you
Absolutely.
think that's what the sword is for, but that's what it is for. So I'm gonna try
Absolutely.
and use magic to heal 1 harm from an injury, if I can.
Yeah. Go ahead
and
and-
also, I took a practitioner under the spellslinger stuff,
Mhm.
which gives me a +1, basically. Long story short, to heal, and also with the +1 from Angel.
Wonderful. Yeah, just to read it for the chat. Practitioner, to choose 2 effects available to you under Use Magic. Take +1 to use magic whenever you choose one of those effects. So, let's see. So that roll will be a 10, not a 9. To be clear. So let's see. You are heal 1 harm from an injury. You do not get a glitch, I believe, on a 10 plus.
Yeah, this says the magic works without issues. Choose your
Yep.
effect.
Wonderful. So yeah, you heal him. He's still looking pretty rough, but he kind of like takes it. Oh. Oh.
I'm gonna hand
And you
him
can
the
see a
sword and
lot
like,
of the
hold this-
bleeding is like slowed down. And he just kind of like grabs hold of it and he goes, "Okay, I got the sword. We got this." Benny, it is your turn.
Oh God. I don't know. I was kind of thinking because Benny's like, at this point, I don't know what the fuck I can do. So can I read the situation and hope to get some answers? An option.
Let me glance at that real quick to see. Read a bad situation.
Would that like tell us if there's more around or something?
What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect victims? Yeah, I would say that you definitely can read a bad situation here.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Wonderful.
Oh, I finally got a good roll.
Hell
God.
yeah. Oh, you have a -1 to sharp too.
Yep.
You're doing so great. Well,
I'm doing
you get to
amazing.
ask one of the questions.
Okay. I think this would be the best one. I guess right now, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
No. There are no
Okay.
other
And-
dangers.
Can I go into the cabin?
You absolutely can.
I'm gonna go in the cabin.
Run inside of the cabin here. And it does not have an interior because that's not how the maps work, but it has an interior and it has stuff in there. Not stuff, but just kind of like you see bones and like bits of torn up clothes, and they've been eating.
Nothing of value, or is that a different turn?
That's a different turn.
Okay, I figured. Okay.
Wonderful. Vesper, Jackie's doing okay. Not great, but he's doing okay.
Yeah.
Ye-
Which ones are still
These two up
alive?
here.
Just up top?
Yep.
It's just those two? Okay. So I am going... He's okay. He's alive. He's gonna make it. So I'm gonna go over next to Carter, and I'm gonna kneel down and take aim at one of the one on the right. There.
Alrighty. You're kneeling down next to Carter. Go ahead and roll kick some ass, and let's see if they can make it up on you guys yet. All right. So
Why
They-
can't I see any Q stuff?
Interesting, yeah.
like you can't see the rolls?
Correct.
Hmm.
Or times just question mark.
It does tell me, it says privately.
Oh,
roll.
it's private.
Oh,
yeah.
you might be you might be rolling them.
Public.
It's
I could do a public.
yeah, let's
There we go.
have you roll a public one. You don't have to roll it again. We'll use the result of this one, but just roll it for
Okay.
check
Just
that
to
it's
test.
working. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's
I got
actually
that one.
the same. So there we go. So,
You're
yeah.
welcome.
You're kind of like shooting at this one here, kind of keeping it from advancing. However, this one is now going to like get a chance to advance towards you guys.
Okay.
Having-
Eat me. That's fine.
Oh. Yeah, it is going to inflict one harm onto you, which means you are now unstable. So that just means that if you go without treatment, it will continue to get worse.
Get worse. Yeah.
Wonderful. So that is Vesper. Carter is going to just try to fucking shotgun this thing here. And he successfully shotguns it, causing it to kind of back off from you a bit. And he says, Vesper, get back. You do not need to be this far forward.
I'm helping.
You are dying. Get back.
I will die helping.
We need 2 leashes now. Great.
Let me be useful.
You're more useful alive. And so he is going to step in front of you. Wonderful. Jackie is on the ground, just holding a sword and not really sure what's happening, and letting the rain just kind of splash onto his face. His bleeding is definitely slowed down, which is good. All right, Angel.
Cool. Because it's... Do I have to bamf because it's a lot closer now?
You don't have to bamf. You can, though.
Do it because it's cool.
I'm not in this instant. I'm gonna run up, but while I do, I'm going to pull into existence the half of the first aid kit that I jacked, and I'm gonna toss it at Vesper as I'm running past her.
Wonderful. So yeah,
And
you
then
toss the
give her
first
6
aid kit.
grenades.
Wonderful.
It's part of it. It's not a full first aid kit, but it's something.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna try and kill the thing.
Go ahead. All of my Twitch stuff
10.
just closed. How annoying. Yeah, go ahead. Honestly, at this point, it's not looking good. So it's just the one left.
Oh, I killed it?
Yeah. You do get to take on, I guess, +1 forward again. Oh, everything's fine.
One thing, okay? I'm good at one thing!
It is stabbing. All right. Are you going to give +1 forward to someone else or take it yourself?
I will bamf it back to Arturo.
Wonderful.
So Arturo gets a +1.
Speaking of, Arturo, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna retcon just a little bit for flavor, if that's okay. If it's not cool,
Yeah.
just tell me. We'll say that when I healed Jackie with the sword, instead of touching him with it, I put my hand on his shoulder and stabbed it into the ground. Is that okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So with that instead, I'm gonna Jackie. I assume he's just kind of sitting there, shocked. Or
Mhm.
is he still laying down?
He's still kind of mostly laying down, kind of sitting up on his elbows, but he's
Okay,
definitely in shock.
Okay, I'm gonna lean down and then put one hand on his shoulder and the other hand on his hand because he's holding the sword and stab it into the ground, and I'll just whisper the spell word again. I'm gonna attempt to use magic and heal him again.
Wonderful.
So this will be, let's see, plus whatever this roll is, +2, right? 1 for the practitioner and then 1 for the forward.
Yeah.
So that's 10 total.
Yep, 10 total. So it is glitchless. You heal it. It takes a little bit to kind of keep casting. I assume you're still healing him.
Yes, yeah. The goal is to have the sword in the ground is kind of the spell works.
Yeah.
And then I need to be enacted. I'm just kind of making him feel like he did it, right?
Yeah, you just whisper under your voice again, Vida. And you feel the energy coursing from the sword through into Jackie. Healing him a bit more. Dope.
How's he
All
looking?
right. He is improving, is the best way to put it. He's not fully stabilized, but the bleeding is slowing down. His wounds are starting to nip back together. He was on death's door when you started this process.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. And he's just kind of looking at you like, that's really cool, man. That's a cool thing.
I'll just nod at him. I'll be like, "It's all you, man. It's all you."
He's like, oh, okay. He's definitely in shock. Like,
Oh yeah.
Not-
I don't care that I'm lying to him. This is more
Yeah.
for his mental psyche.
Mhm.
It'll be all right, Jack. That's what I'll say.
Benny.
Okay, so I still have like the. Sorry, I'm gonna kind of be over the table talk right now.
How dare you?
Sorry, it's just more of a question. So I still have the printout of my playbook.
Yes.
So with Oops, it says I can use it, and I can use I can roll plus weird and treat the results if I investigate a mystery. Can I use that in this situation? Because the Oops in the website doesn't say that.
Yeah. The most the updated one, the one that we're using is if you want to stumble across something important. That said, you can just try to kind of look around you. Because send me.
Well,
are you able to
it was
send
more
me a
'cause I just
picture
yeah, of the
printout? Yeah, because I am curious. And then if there's something specific that you want to do,
I just more because it says I can treat the result as if I investigate a mystery, because that's what I want to do. I want to investigate a mystery in the cabin.
Okay.
I want to roll weird instead of sharp because I got a +1. So
Yeah. Let me compare the two, and then we might just retcon your Oops to be the one on your printout, so that you're rolling plus weird instead of plus sharp. But let me keep reading over stuff on here.
I was like, I thought I remember something about it, treat investigate a mystery as a good stat I had. So that's why I was looking into it.
Sorry, I'm just reading through. Wow, Power of the Heart is insane. Yeah, so just send me a picture of that and I will take a look at it. Cool. Is it on Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think this might just be an older version of it. Plus, roll plus weird. Treat the results as if you investigate a mystery, but anything you discover is by dumb luck rather than skill. Yeah, go ahead and investigate a mystery and use. You should be able to just click into it and edit it to use weird.
Okay. Yes, I can. Okay. Cool. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Yep, wonderful.
And thank God, because that helps.
Oh yeah. Cool. Go ahead and ask one of the questions from Investigate a Mystery.
I guess, I mean, I don't like the way it's worded, but was being concealed here? Is that something I can trip
absolutely.
over and find?
Absolutely. So as you're kind of looking through the cabin, you know that your friends are taking care of this last creature. You're confident.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
What you do find, because there's some viscera in here, right? And it's gross. And you're like, ooh, that's yucky. That's a yucky wucky right there. But the other thing that you find that kind of stands out to you is skin. Human skin. This doesn't seem to have been torn off or anything like that. It's fresh-ish. It's kind of like it fell off of something in these large slabs, I guess is the best way to describe it. Almost like, we've zoomed in.
Skins.
I need to change that setting so that it doesn't zoom in when people talk.
I was trying to make over the table jokes in chat and just disrupted everything.
No, you're good. You're so good.
Effectively, yeah,
It's kind of like skin suits, except for they're not all in one piece. It's like this is gonna be the grossest thing I can say. You know when somebody gets degloved?
Yes.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
Imagine that, but rather than it just being like a hand, you see like parts of a leg that have been peeled off, parts of an abdomen that have been peeled off. You even see part of like a face that you notice the mouth region is torn open. The eyes are stretched back and torn as if something had crawled forward from the face, or rather that the face had been stretched over something much, much too big.
Okay.
Gross.
Yeah, so that is what you have found.
You just
And-
hear a scream, not just like the biggest coming from the cabin.
Was that like a gross scream or like a in pain scream?
Gross.
Thank you.
And you have found more than one set of these peeled skins. Bits of...
Okay.
All of the faces seem to have been overly stretched, though. All right. Vesper.
I'm running to the bathroom, but I can still hear what's going on.
Wonderful.
Vesper is annoyed because she was doing stuff and she was feeling powerful and bold, and Carter is still treating her like she can't do anything. So, and she doesn't care that that's part of the fact that she is literally
In critical
so much
condition.
injury right
Yeah.
now. Yeah. She doesn't care. She's just like, I'm not a kid. But she's going to act exactly like a kid and storm off into the cabin.
Wonderful.
First aid kit, right? I did hand you that.
Yeah, you have the first aid kit with you. But, yeah, you...
So she's gonna stomp off into the cabin, and
bitterly give Scooter first aid instead of yourself.
yeah. No, exactly. So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna start bandaging up Benny.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll...
I'm not even gonna, we're gonna ignore everything that's going on in the cabin. I am just like in a mood right now.
I love that so
Coming
much.
in and just bandaging.
Go ahead and
breath a bunch of things.
roll
Which one is this?
act under pressure for me.
Oh.
Or... Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
I can use a luck for that. I'm gonna use a luck for that. Can't I?
Okay, yeah, you go ahead and
I don't
use a
wanna
luck
hurt
as well.
Morvai's like, I'm gonna tell you that.
So, Jackie didn't die. Benny just died.
Yeah, I mean, like, you wouldn't have heard him. But yeah, you use the luck. You do exactly what you set out to do. Benny, go ahead and heal 2 harm.
Yay!
And there's even still some of the first aid kit left. All right.
I'm gonna
So, yeah, Carter sees you doing all of this, and he just gives like a frustrated, like, and he takes his frustration out on the creature, but he's just kind of not paying enough attention as he's fighting, and the creature just comes up and just both front paws land on him and just crush him into the ground, and you hear a snap coming from his leg.
Oh, you're good.
Wonderful. And
Wow.
yeah, Jackie's still kind of like in shock. He's doing all right. Angel, you get a very close view as you see as Carter is there and this creature comes up. You see his foot in the mud kind of stick as it pushes down into him, and his leg just bends in the wrong way above his ankle, and you just hear this as he fucking crumples onto the ground with this thing standing on top of him.
I'm gonna kick some ass.
Absolutely.
Anything else to do at the moment? I'm gonna...
You could also roll
No.
protect someone. This is one of those situations. It's up to you.
Best defense is good offense. More
I'm gonna be
You're
100%.
so
His
right.
legs already fucked. There's not much I can do to save it.
It's not so much you protect his leg, it's more so the monster is like standing on him, opening its mouth, ready to like bite into his neck. But, as Bo said, best defense is a good offense.
This is such a bad decision. I'm still gonna kick some ass.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Go ahead and roll.
I'm going to. It's partial success. Okay, I'll keep
Yep.
it. I'll keep it.
Wonderful. So yeah, it's like opening its mouth, about to like bite into Carter's neck. His eyes are wide. Like this entire time, he has not shown fear. He's showing some fucking fear. And then you just come up and jam your trident into this creature, and it, angrily swipes back at you. You take 1 harm, but it does not ignore your armor, so you take 0 harm. Because I built these creatures for everyone else. There's little Miss Angel over here. Fucking magic skin.
tank.
Yeah.
I fucked up almost every other role I've made, but
It's,
this is the one thing that she's built for. Is she's built for combat, man.
And I
am
love it.
for this team right now.
By the way, this will be like the third or so. How much of her like clothes and like coat and stuff are like ripped?
a good portion, like of her torso's clothing, like her shirt and her jacket and things, are going to be kind of ripped up. She's got like scratches across her back, like Padme in the fucking, was that the second Star Wars?
Yep.
Yeah, big old claw marks into you. Except for your skin's fine, because you have magic skin.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to know how much of actual. Is there any way that I can move in? Like, I can't protect him, but is there any way that like?
Oh, it's paying attention to you for the most part
Perfect.
right now.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Like,
Cool.
one of
Cool,
its
cool, cool.
paws is still on his chest, but it's snapping at you right now.
Perfect. That was the goal.
Yeah. And so, Arturo.
Okay, I am going to look down at Jackie. How's he looking? Like, does he look like he's getting worse, or is he?
He's closer to being stable. You
But
feel
he's not
like
getting worse?
he's not getting worse. Like, the bleeding is slowing down. He's still very much in shock. Like, your magic is not making him feel less pain. It's just making him less close to dead. Like,
Yeah, mission accomplished. So then I'm gonna shoot at the big boy over here.
wonderful.
Try and get a nice fucking shot. I'm gonna try and kick some ass here.
Hell yeah.
I am trying to decide, do I have to, when I do combat magic, I have to choose a base and an effect, right?
I believe, let me double check. I know you have to pick a base. I think you
Sure.
optionally can add an effect. Let me double check
The
it.
reason I ask is because I don't want to lightning this thing while my friends are standing next to it, specifically one of them holding a large metal rod. And fire also
I
skeptical.
appreciate that.
I care. Okay, don't take this the wrong way, everybody else, but I care a lot less about Carter than I do Angel. So I am, if I have to choose, gonna fire arrow this thing. But
So it looks like you can combine any of your base spells with any of your effects. I will
so
take
it
that
doesn't have
as
to, right?
I will take that as choosing not to have an effect is allowed. Choosing not to have a base is not allowed. Like, you can only have one base, but you can
Gotcha.
combine it with any of the effects. Which, from what it
Gotcha.
sounds like, you could do more than one effect at a time.
That seems cheap, but I'm sorry to have wasted your time because upon that explanation, I've decided I'm still gonna fuego this guy.
Hell yeah. You fuego the fuck out of him. Go for it. Hell yeah. I believe you still have a +1. Angel, did you give him another +1?
Oh yeah, if any advances that I got, I'm giving it to Arturo.
Dope. It doesn't make too much of a difference in this case, but you do absolutely combat magic the shit out of this thing. And the fire just shoots between Angel and Carter and directly into this thing as it was opening up its mouth to try to, like, bite at Angel. You just see the arrow just shoot inside of the open mouth and just a inside, and it drops.
Do you want to, in the spirit of fairness, because it's a partial success, do you want me to take a harm from like burning myself or something?
Yeah, absolutely. That works perfectly. Yeah, that is. You did it. Wonderful. So these creatures have now stopped. Jackie is kind of sitting there, a bit dazed. Carter,
He's in pain.
I am returned with country fried steak and mashed potatoes with gravy. Hell yeah. Carter, after that thing like got shot, it kind of collapsed on top of him, and he goes, "Hey, magic spear lady, could you?"
Yeah, I'm gonna push it off of him.
Thank you. And you just shove it off. He like reaches down and just, with that like sharp breath of this really fucking hurts, he just uses his hands to pull his foot free from the mud. And then you just can see his leg kind of wiggle in a wrong way. And he just, and just passes out from the pain for a second. A couple seconds later, he kind of wakes back up. He's just, fuck. Ow.
Yeah, that looks gnarly. I'm gonna do a quick scout thing to make sure that like everybody is okay, or like I can see.
Yeah,
like,
you
the battlefield
can
and stuff.
see everyone. You can see the creatures are not moving. They are dead. Jackie's still kind of sitting there in shock. He just kind of puts a hand on your leg and he goes, Good shooting. Good job."
Good shooting, Tex.
Thanks, Jackie.
Um,
Can we just assume that I'll slowly heal him as like
Yeah,
mana
he's
allows or
he
whatever?
is stabilized. You've closed up his
I'm gonna take
wounds.
my
Like
sword
he's Yeah, he just kind of like, it's a cool sword. It's a
Can
I'll just look at him and be like, "Good job, Jackie."
thanks.
can Benny? One, I'm gonna give Vesper a band-aid out of my fanny pack. And
Cool.
then
Just a
can
Band-Aid.
Yeah, just a band-aid.
Do you put it on
I
her or just hand it to her?
I'll put it on her.
Cool. So
On the
Benny
on
just
the biggest
leans
cup I
down
can see.
to this massive wound and puts like a tiny SpongeBob Band-Aid on it. The amount of blood that has come out combined with like the sweat and the rain, it doesn't really stick well. Like it kind of sticks on, but then it just kind of like flops open partially and then just falls to the ground. And he just kind of looks at it, looks at you, and gives a little bit of a thumbs up.
Yep. That's perfect. And then if I need to manipulate Jackie, I will, because that's like the best stat I can do. Can I yell for Jackie to come into the cabin?
Yeah. He comes into the cabin. He's like, what's up?
Hey, do
Hey,
you recognize these faces?
what the fuck? No. Why do you have
You don't recognize any of
faces?
these people? Why? We all have faces. I mean, come on. Vesper has a face. You have a face.
And he leaves
But
the
I don't know
cabin.
whose faces these belong to. Okay.
Carter? Benny has faces. He's just got a handful of
I-
faces.
Can I call Arturo over or like help Carter over to Arturo to be like, his leg real broken.
Yeah. Arturo, you
Put it
now
into
have
the-
a good scene, a good view of his leg just is dangling, man.
I'm gonna kind of. Can I like do basic triage and see like there's no squirting arterial blood or anything? No, it's just a broken ass leg. Is it like a compound fracture? Or is it just kind
It's a pretty bad like compound fracture. Both his radius and ulna, I think those are the leg bones. Both of the leg bones are just clean breaks.
What did you say?
Okay, how much bleeding is there?
It's actually not bleeding too much. It doesn't seem to have punctured the skin. It just
It's a lot of
fucking
internal bleeding.
yeah, probably.
Oh, okay. So if that's the case, I'm gonna reach into the map tube, and I'm gonna pull out just a plain old wooden arrow, and some sort of bandage, and I'm gonna slap it on his leg. Kind of
Alright.
roll the bandage on there as like a makeshift splint, and then I'm gonna tap him twice on the shoulder and say, "You'll be right," and look over at Jackie and give him a sly wink.
He's just like, cool. Thanks, asshole.
Did you heal him at all, or did you?
Fuck
No, he
he's
just-
got a splint. It'll be all right.
Yeah. And what I said was the fibula and tibia, not the radius and ulna, because those are
That's
in the
what I heard.
arm.
You
Yeah.
definitely said radius. I heard it.
I heard you say the right bones the first time.
Yeah. Anyway,
No, I'll make sure it's splinted.
yeah,
so
you
that it
you
can be
splint his leg.
roll.
Go ahead and give me an act under pressure roll.
Can I aid?
You absolutely can. So first you roll your help, and then Arturo will roll the act under pressure. Just
So what do
'cause-
I roll?
You roll
out?
help out. You do help out. So you give a +1. Which is very good. So, yeah, you're able to splint the leg. Like, it hurts. You're not certain that you did it perfectly, but it's enough to get him out of here.
Whatever, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah. And all of you do hear the sounds of distant helicopters coming closer.
Helicopter?
Helicopters. You
Vesper?
first hear one, and then you hear another with, as you kind of look out into the distance here, there's the sounds of the helicopters. You see spotlights now shining down. They're probably about a kilometer away, but they're getting closer and they're moving straight to where you guys are.
I'm gonna bamf well, I think it's actually say it now because Carter can say this. The Trident is gonna disappear.
Yep.
And because of all of now the cuts, I assume that some of them are visible.
Yeah. Like your clothes are kind of shredded a little bit, but you are not bleeding. You are not harmed.
So, on her like hands and on her forearm and on her back, she has a series of tattoos, but they look a little bit not as black as ink. And as the trident disappears, the one on her forearms glow light gold.
Cool.
Yeah, you just watch these twisting, almost kind of like tribal style tattoos. One of them just kind of glows golden for a second before fading back to its off black color.
I'm gonna stick my head in the cabin. It's time to go. Now.
Vesper comes out of the cabin, takes a look at Carter and goes a little pale for a second, and then kind of guiltily looks away because she hadn't run off. That might not have happened. But then rushes over to help assist him in walking back to the vehicles.
Wonderful.
Anything
Still
we need
not
to take
healing
with us?
herself, but
Benny, anything we need to take with us? I don't know. Is there anything I want to take with us?
I don't know. Do you want
I
a bunch of faces?
I got 5 faces in there.
There
Sorry,
were
why don't you
5
try-
faces.
Okay. Before I leave, I'm not taking a face, but is there like a small thing of skin? I know this sounds weird. Is there a small thing of skin that I could like take and put in like a bag?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You pull out
Make it a
like
small
an
thing.
old like Wendy's bag, and you're able to just kind of put a piece of skin in it and wrap it up.
Fresh, never frozen.
Yeah, Wendy's
there
will never
anything
sponsor
else?
us. No.
That looks interesting.
There's like scraps of
I-
fabric from like clothes and things like that, but nothing intact or in good condition.
Okay, then I'm just gonna close the door behind us. We need to go.
Before you close the door, I hand you my little phone and I tell you how to take a picture so we can have a view of the faces to identify.
Milady, you look at this little like, you know, not quite flip phone. It's like a little Nokia, and you know they tell you how to take a photo with it, and you're like, this is such old technology, but you just click, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of all the faces. I'll be like, okay, this is what we're working with.
Cool.
Gonna kind of hand it back and be like, cool, we need to go now. And I'm gonna, if I have to
There you
carry
go.
anyone, I will carry
Yeah,
anyone.
I'll grab Jackie. I'll help Jackie. I'm gonna follow Angel post haste. I agree with Angel. We gotta get.
I'll
I
help
will- I'm
Vesper
helping-
with Carter.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scouring around, making sure we didn't like leave anything that would be identified.
mean,
but
There are bullet casings on the ground. There are shotgun shells.
Whatever.
There's monsters on the ground. That's the least of our worries right now. I just want to make sure there's nothing with like our name on it.
Nothing directly with your name on it. I'm sure
Okay.
bullets could be traced,
I laid
but
a baseball card down of Benny.
wonderful.
Okay.
Of the old Benny, like the actual,
Benny.
which you're like, I was named after him. You weren't, but
Yep.
Okay, then I'm just gonna. I'm gonna make sure that we get back to the cars now, and
absolutely.
we're leaving right now.
You you're making your way back. You see, as you're getting there, there is probably 3 or 4 black helicopters descending on the scene as you leave. I'm going to just take it to the login screen. But there's,
Faces down, everyone just keep going.
these floodlights. You see, you hear like vehicles pulling up with like the flashing lights on them. They kind of look like almost SWAT vans. You are far enough away, but you hear the commotion of people unloading from these vehicles and everything else that's going on. And you nearly make it back to the parking lot. And as you're driving down, you see 3 or 4 police cars, like pure black sedan police cars, going up the road past you. But you make it back into town. Where are you heading?
Third and port, I would assume.
Yeah,
A
I think
hospital
so.
might be fucking nice, but
Well, you guys can go. We gotta get Jackie home before his mother kills us.
Pancakes.
I'm just gonna take us back to Third and Port.
All right, you guys head back to Third and Port, and not the hospital that I was trying to load up. That's also good.
I just gotta say, if there are what I suspect would be some sort of federal vehicles based on the 4 black helicopters flying around, that they're probably going to be keeping an eye on hospitals too.
Yeah, they're gonna wait to see if people check in.
Well,
So-
if we wait till the scene ends and we get our XP, I will fix him right up.
I mean, you do get your levels now, yes. So, gain your level benefits.
Was I supposed to mark experience for anything?
Anytime you
Oh,
failed
it's when
a
I
roll.
missed.
Yep.
Well, shit, I missed a lot. I definitely leveled up.
I'll go back through the chat real quick. Let me see. Let me see what all Benny missed.
I need the end
long
of
as it was
quest
3,
benefits for me to
for sure.
level up. I only failed once, so I need the end of quest benefits to level up.
That's going to come at the end of the night. But we are very close. Yeah. Benny, you missed 3
Wait, what's the one at
times.
the end of the night? I'm sorry.
At the end of the wrap up questions. Fun fact, this entire time I was trying to get the sound effect of a helicopter, but the fucking helicopter meme is the only fucking sound effects I could find, because I was like, helicopter sound, and that's it. It's just the fucking helicopter in different like noise levels. So we don't get the sound effect of that. Anyway, yes, if anybody has leveled up, they can do that.
I just get an improvement, right? That's it.
Yes, you gain one of the... Yeah, you were just at 4 right now, so the next time you roll and miss at the end of whatever that scene is, brownies for desserts. Let's fucking go.
Do we want to do a whole? Oh, you want to end it here and level up later, or are we still going?
We still have an hour left.
I thought we ended at 8.
I don't believe so. I think we end at 9. I might be wrong. I thought we did a 3-hour stream. Yeah, let me rephrase that. Are people good going for 1 more hour, or would people prefer to end it here?
I'm
I
just.
can go either way.
I was just confused. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I will.
Either way.
I'm
We
good
can
either
keep
way.
going. I was just.
Okay.
Well, I
Cool.
got my times wrong.
We're gonna say that we go till 9.
Okay, then I will.
Wonderful.
Bayak.
Okay, that sounds good. Wonderful. So you guys are now at 3rd and Port. We're gonna make sure that the camera's in the right place.
How how do I do the advancement thing?
So when you level up, I'm going to show it on stream as well. When you get 5 experience, is it 5 or is it 6? It's 5 on the sheet there, but I don't know if it's. Please hold.
It's fine.
Yeah, you're so right. So when you level up, you can choose from the following improvements. These are the ones for the mundane. Get +1 charm to a max of +3. Get +1 cool to a max of +2. Get +1 sharp to a max of +2. Get +1 tough to a max of +2. Take another mundane move.
I'm healing you.
Get back 1 used luck point, which can be done twice. Or take a move from another playbook, which can be done twice. After you have leveled up 5 times, you qualify for the advanced improvements. In addition to the normal improvements. So you guys can choose how you wish to level up, but you would just mark one of those boxes on here in the character sheet. There is a little arrow next to where it says the mundane. It says 0, and then you can click that little arrow and you will level up. I believe it will run you through stuff.
It's telling me to pick 3 mundane moves.
I hope
Should
that.
have been level 1 this whole time.
I don't think so.
I'm level 0.
No,
Yeah, everybody else is level 0.
because that's what it tells me to pick 3 mundane moves when I hit that arrow.
Maybe. Pick 3 mundane moves, I guess.
Same ripe, okay.
Just go ahead and do the what could go wrong, oops, and don't worry, I'll check it out.
Those aren't options. It's the other 4. It's the other 4 options I have.
Son of a
I
bitch.
don't have.
Why is it doing it like this? Alright, well, on the actual, playbook itself, let me know what improvement you would like to take, and then we will fix it.
What happened? I forgot to take my phone.
Scooter broke stuff.
Well,
We're going to take a quick ad break while we do this.
well, I don't know if I want to pick a move from another playbook. If I do, I don't know how to add it.
I will worry
Oh,
about
we're doing
that
lovely
part.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah, and he broke it.
Mine's easy more, but I just did the get +1 weird max 3.
Hell yeah.
In both a blessing and a curse, I hit everything really well, so I don't get to level up right now because I hit everything a little too well. But we're alive, so
I did just enough to not be able. I'm like 4 out of 5.
I started today with 4.
Oh,
I missed one thing at the very beginning, and then I've been sitting here at 4, being like,
Yeah,
I'm happy
Vesper
that I'm the tank, but like,
also,
Vesper is in bad
cool.
shape.
I'm pretty sure that Jackie is now terrified of me. Because I just went in there, I was like, ah, and then I went
beat
off
the shit out of this. I do like that you could just be able to fly if you took a move from Monstrous, which is the funniest thing to me. Is you could just, as the mundane, be like, yeah, I fought these things, now I can fly. I don't know how, but I can.
What?
Yeah, so
Really good.
Monstrous
When you-
is a great one. Just be like, you have light now.
Yeah. So if you take a move from another playbook, that means take a move from another class. It can be a class that already exists, so you could steal somebody else's move so you both have the same move. However, under Monstrous, one of the moves, all of their moves are insane, but you can just fly. You could get...
I want to be able to fly.
So, since we're all calmed down, I'm going to. I'm
Unnatural
gonna grab this
appeal.
because I can.
Wonderful.
So the idea of flight, on Angel's back, there are essentially wings, tattooed of wings. But instead of it being like the normal wings, there's 3 of them, and they go over her shoulder, down her arm, and then down her back.
Which I absolutely love. Another thing that I would like to mention for folk, because not everybody, it doesn't feel like on brand for everyone to have access to doing magic, right? There are alternative, what are they called? Alternative weird basic moves that you can choose one. Hunters who do not have use magic as their weirdness move must treat any spell as big magic. The keeper may wish to pick requirements towards the lighter end of the spectrum if the spell's effects will be at the level of use magic. Big magic still works the same for everyone, but you may adjust the requirements so they have more weird science style when appropriate. That said, you can use an alternative weird basic move. The options are the Empath, the Illuminated, No Limits, Past Lives, Sensitive, Trust Your Gut, Telekinesis, Weird Science, and Phenomena. So I will send this sheet. Phenomena. I will send this to the group chat. So, because for a lot of folk, especially like the mundane or the crooked, the people who don't really have any like magical connection, this is completely optional. You can choose to instead be have one of these other things. So like No Limits is pushing your physical body past its limits. Trusting your gut is, consulting your instincts and things like that. And then there are other things that are just kind of more out there, like, Illuminated, telepathically asking the secret masters for aid. So I will send that. If you would like to replace your use magic with one of these, let me know.
Probably.
So I will send that here. Just take a read through, and then you can select one of those, and we'll swap out your use magic for that. Yeah. Vesper, back to what's going on. Vesper's not doing great.
Can I go? Okay, first off, are we in the building? Can we get in the building?
Yes. I will unpause the game so y'all can move around with the arrow keys.
Cool. I'm gonna low-key drag Vesper and sit her down in a chair and start, bandaging her up.
Wonderful. Vesper, you've been dragged. Edith goes, "What in the Sam hell did you do? What happened?"
This guy's still here.
Yeah, he's gonna be over here though. He's just sitting in a chair. Jackie kind of comes in. He's looking pretty rough around the edges. He kind of sits down near Vesper. Carter Carter kind of limps in. He's like, real glad we came here, guys, and not the hospital. Real cool.
You're free to go to the hospital.
No, I'm not stupid. I know why we're here. I'm just trying to give you all shit. Fuck, and he like lifts his leg up and rests it down on the chair. And it's like, it's not the first time that I've had to stay away from. Well, Jackie, do you have like a first aid kit in the back or something? And he kind of like, yeah. Oh, come on, Jackie. I believe in you.
I love how we're sending the critically injured Jackie on air.
He's fine.
I'm trying to heal Vesper.
Vesper gets up and goes and hands the remaining part of the medic kit to Carter.
Drag your ass back down and keep fixing you up and be like, stop moving.
I got more band-aids if you need them.
He goes, what did you do?
We won.
We did.
Keep
One
bandaging
against
Vesper up.
what?
That's a great question.
Yeah,
What
Oh.
y'all say it was? Bears?
I'm gonna go
There's
back to the
yours.
doors
Yeah.
and lock them behind us.
Cool. You
And then I'll go back up to maybe giving Vesper some points or make her stop bleeding out. That'd be also great.
yeah, absolutely.
That's
Yeah,
a
give
good-
me
I know.
1 second. Edith is going to help you, so go ahead and roll act under pressure for me. And you will get a +1 to it, because she's gonna help you out. Cool. Yeah, Vesper, go ahead and heal 1 harm, and you are no longer unstable.
Yippee.
So you can also uncheck unstable injuries. She just, Edith's like, my God, you went out and fought bears? It is 5 o'clock in the morning. Why did you go hunt bears? Jackie coming back with the first aid kit.
They more hunted us.
What? Oh my God.
Can I go over to Carter and start trying to help his leg? Any that I can?
Yeah,
Have
you
him
literally
heal?
just turn around and you got him. Go ahead and roll act under pressure again. Edith is going to keep working on Vesper.
Will I make it worse?
A little bit. You're trying to like help with everything, and he's trying to like say like, no, fucking, you don't need to like stop.
I'm
And
gonna
it just
make
kind of.
it I'm gonna use a luck then.
All right. You just shoot him an icy glare, and he just puts his hands up defiantly and sits back and lets you do your thing. Go ahead and mark a luck.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to
Alright.
hurt him while I'm trying to help. That's the problem. Like, I'll fail something else. I don't mind it, but I really don't want to kill this man accidentally.
Yeah, you successfully God, my brain is just fried. Yeah, you place your hands onto it and you start like working through and wrapping, removing like the torn up leg. You just cut with scissors around the denim to not the torn up leg, the fucking torn up pant leg. The chat has not been keeping up. There we go. You remove the fabric and you start putting it into like an actual like solid splint. Yeah, you're able to set the bone and everything and start healing. You know, the irony of that, because you used the luck, if you had just taken the experience, you would have leveled up.
I know, but I didn't know if I was gonna how much damage I was gonna do to him, and I was.
You would have just fucking hurt his leg a bit, and he would have been upset.
Yeah.
If you would like to roll that back, I will allow it. And you can get your level up. Because I think I know the one that you're wanting to get.
I have a few that I want to get, but I have a feeling one of them might be a little bit more helpful at the moment. If I'm just gonna piss him off, then
Yeah, like
I'll
it's
retake it back.
all right.
As long as I'm not asking you to do me like physical damage.
I will put it this way: it is some physical damage. It is not going to be like lethal damage. You're just trying to redo the splint, and because he's fighting with you, it's going to twist weird, and he's going to be like, "Fuck! Ow!"
Well, that's his own fault then.
Okay.
And I will take my experience and level up.
Wonderful. What skill are you taking?
Let me find the exact. I want to see if it will do what I think it will. If it does, then I'm pretty sure I'm taking.
Lay on hands.
Yeah, I am just double checking.
I will read it for chat's benefit. Your touch can heal injury and disease. When you lay your hands on someone hurt, roll plus cool. On a 10+, heal 2 harm or an illness, plus they're stabilized. On a 7 to 9, you can heal the harm or illness as on a 10+, but you take it onto yourself. On a miss, your aura causes them extra harm. So the question is, Angel, how cool are you? You got a +1 to cool. That's not bad.
It's not bad cool.
I'm sorry, I just realized you can gain a lesser divine being as an ally sent from above to help with your mission. That's also kind of cool.
Oh, Divine's amazing. 10 out of 10 class. Yeah, I'll take lay on hands.
Alrighty. Would you like to use it on this man who wants his leg?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and let me see if I can...
If you can add it, that'd be great.
Yeah, let me see if I can. No, that's not what I wanted. Can you click? Hang on. There we go. Lay on hands. Confirm.
Oh, and when she levels up, her palms glow, and there are new tribal markings on her hand, on her palms.
Wonderful. So as you're kind of fighting with him, you're like, "God damn it! Just stop!" And your hands are on him. Go ahead and roll lay on hands, as these new tattoos seem to carve themselves around your fingers and palms. And this glowing light just seems to... You're not really sure what's happening, but this glowing light just passes from your hands into his leg, and you see his leg kind of twitch, turn, like, reset itself, and then you just hear the sound of the snapping, but in reverse, as it just... And it seems to be fine. He just goes, "What the fuck just happened?"
Archer would just say in his breath, "Nice."
Yeah. And you just
Seems
he
like a
he,
good-
he kind of like takes his leg off the thing and like steps down on it. And he's like, "Whoa, it's fine. What the fuck?" You kind of like look at your palms as these swirling tribal patterns just continue to etch themselves in, glowing bright, and then they just fade into tattoo ink. Would you like to lay your hands on anyone else?
Sure, I'll go over. I'll do the rounds and I'll lay hands on.
On Vesper
Well,
or on someone else?
Vesper's just hurt. Vesper's not like dying, and neither is Jackie right now. They're both like stable.
Pretty fucked up.
I mean, Vesper's in bad shape, but they're not dead. They're not bleeding out anymore.
Okay, I'll go over and relay on hands on everybody. Okay. We're gonna
Oh
have
no,
a
I'm just confirming.
You get a heal and you get a heal.
Because remember, if you get to a 7 or 9, you will take the harm that they are experiencing. So
That's what
that
looks
is all right.
How much luck do
Wonderful.
you get in the game?
7 total.
I have 7 total.
They have not yet
But also,
actually
if
marked
you-
their luck. So like,
I still have all of it. I'm just so glad that I didn't fuck that up with Carter.
Which is why I'm like, how bad are Jackie and how bad are Vesper? Because if they're bad, then I will heal them. But like,
Vesper is in the worst shape. Jackie is stable. He's fine.
okay, we'll try this one more time.
Wonderful. You do get a +1 because Edith is helping out. You know, she's already working on the injuries. Don't question how she's able to help your magic. Just take the +1.
I'm not gonna question it. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
He has a laser pointer.
Wonderful. So with the +1, Benny? Did you say you were also helping with the laser pointer?
Yes.
No.
Damn it!
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll help out.
Oh Jesus! Did I just make a mistake? I think I did.
Just don't make it
Oh,
worse.
my character thing. Help
Believe
out.
in you. Yep.
Just don't make it worse.
Um,
You also expose yourself to trouble or danger, but you do give it +1, so that is a total of +2. So your lay on hands works without you taking on the injuries. Vesper, you heal 2 more.
Yeah. Thank you.
laser
Thank
pointer
you.
for the win.
Thank you, Benny.
Benny, your laser pointer breaks.
Oh,
Its batteries died.
Oh.
That was the only one you had.
you don't know what's in my fanny pack.
I do.
He literally does.
Literally. Cool. Angel's just gonna kind of sit there and stare at her hands for a little bit. She's
Yeah, absolutely. So you all survived. You killed these things. And Cliff, kind of seeing all the commotion and everything, he just kind of gets up and comes over and he says, "What the hell happened to all of you?"
I didn't know Cliff was in the fucking building.
Me neither.
He just kind of like is watching your. Oh yeah, I think either Benny or Arturo absolutely went. Is he in here too?
I said that. Yeah.
Yep, Benny absolutely noticed that Cliff was in here.
We were all.
So he just comes over and he sits down.
Injured and dealing with chaos.
Yeah, says, "That's a neat little party trick you got there."
I'm gonna stand up and put my hands behind my back and immediately move to the other side of the room away from him.
I'll probably say something out loud and I'll be like, "Oh, yeah, you know magicians."
Yeah,
Like,
we're in a
Trying to make up
magician club.
excuses.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're practicing our new act.
A new act, yeah, with magic.
Mm.
So I take it you took care of those bears.
I'll just say magic with my fingers in quotations.
Mm-hmm.
I use jazz hands. Magic.
He just kind of glances over and just gives a little bit of a nod. And he says, "So you took care of the bears, did you?"
Yeah.
I'm not gonna answer.
Vesper's
Yep,
just
sure
like,
did.
yeah.
And he kind of looks at Alia and, huh. Well, good job. Glad someone could. But I don't think your problems are going to be quite as over as you think.
What makes you say that?
Because you're here.
Well, we're leaving. We're leaving anyway, so.
Listen, the jig's up. Let's talk real for a moment, okay?
Mhm.
You went out with your magic powers or whatever you got, and you fought those things. And more importantly,
What things?
the whatever Jackie drew. I was hoping that you, at the very least, could drop the act. Think
Look,
you can?
Look, man, I don't know you. None of us know you. Why would we quote unquote drop the act? We are performers after all.
Arturo, this is Cliff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you,
thanks,
Benny.
Scooter. And then I'll roll my eyes and then look back at Cliff. Or Benny, sorry.
There's a lot more weird shit
Yeah.
out there. Edith can tell you. I can tell you.
I'll,
beat
like,
the
glance
shit
over
out
at
of him.
Edith and raise an eyebrow.
She's very busy, like, finishing up dressing the wounds. These are, like, the way she's dressing the wounds on Vesper, by the way, are not something that someone who runs a cafe would do. These are, like, nurse or, like, hospital staff level, like, very quickly, very familiar with how she's wrapping the wounds.
Arturo,
Vesper's just gonna kind of look over at Jackie and, like, raise an eyebrow.
He just
we
kind of
should head out.
shrugs.
I hear what Angel said while Cliff is in the middle of his monologue, and I'm actually just gonna start heading towards the door.
So as you all are walking towards the door, at least the two of you, Angel, he shouts to you and he says, "I've worked with 3 moons before, if that helps you."
I'm gonna put a hand on Arturo's shoulder to stop him.
Oh wait,
This ain't my first rodeo. Seems like it might be at least one of your first rodeos. But bad shit's happening. You all took care of it. But you just took a small scratch compared to everything else that's going on. I can't tell you everything. I can't even tell you too much. But at the very least, I can tell you that what you took care of tonight is just the beginning.
I'm gonna get a
You
little
mean to
impatient
tell
and
me
oh, you
that,
first. You first.
You mean to tell me that you both know what's going on, and you allowed all of us? And
No.
She looks over at Jackie and back to them to go out there and try to deal with it.
It's not so much that we allowed you. You seemed very hell-bent on taking care of it, and there's not much I could do to stop you. But whatever the hell is going on, we're sort of hands tied, if that makes sense.
Archer's gonna get like visibly impatient, and he's gonna point a finger at that dude from across, I guess, where he was standing. He'd probably be closer
Yeah.
to the door with Angel,
Mhm.
and be like, "Look, Mister, drop the act, drop all of this vague nonsense, and just tell us who you are and what you want."
You have our attention.
Very well. I represent an organization, or did represent an organization, that works with all of these kinds of strange happenings. However, that organization has disappeared. All of it. I don't know how. I don't know why. But we can't seem to find any evidence of it. At least not here. Then, suddenly, shit starts popping up. Bad stuff. Out in the woods, out throughout town, all around the world. And the exact same day all of this starts happening, we suddenly have a group of strangers coming into town saying that they'd get some pancakes, but also there was a reservation that none of them made. So I kept my eye on you.
So you made the reservation then?
No, I didn't. Edith didn't. Jackie didn't. But suddenly, there was a reservation that none of you made here about weird shit that's going on at this establishment of all places on the exact same day that an entire global organization disappears without trace. Thousands of people have stopped responding. Hundreds of
And we're
locations.
supposed to know something about it?
No, God, no. I don't expect you to know anything about it.
Let me ask you this.
But
mister.
amongst
Does this
you-
organization have helicopters?
Yes, but that wasn't them up in the woods. Best I can tell, that was the UIU. It was
What
the
is the
FBI. It's a branch of the FBI, the Unusual Incidents Units.
You said out of table talk, you blatantly said it wasn't part of the FBI.
Which part?
You said the UIU is not FBI.
It is.
Maybe
It's a
quote, unquote,
branch
not
of
part of the FBI.
It's a branch of the FBI. I'm going to just throw you back over here onto the login screen where it says the Federal Bureau of Investigation Unusual Incidents Unit.
Okay, I took the wrong notes then somewhere.
You're good. No, yeah, they are the Unusual Incidents Units of the FBI. But he just kind of
Go back.
you're
Go
good.
back to character that I fucked that up.
And this UIU is not who you're working with?
God no, they're children in a scene of immense. Oh, it's beyond what I can articulate right now. Suffice to
So
say,
what's the name of your
they have
organization then?
call it the Foundation. That's the best title for it.
In what capacity did you work with?
Global threats to humanity and normalization. And they are gone. And that is a problem. Because those threats, one of which used to be in a containment cell in Canada, just found itself in the woods outside of Portland.
And all three of y'all work for this foundation? I'll look at Jackie and Edith as well.
Not all three. Two of us do. One of us is helping hold the cover, let's say. But yes, Jackie here does work. Or at least we did.
Oh,
Oh, Jackie?
Yes, Jackie. There's a
And that
lot
brings
more
us to my
to
last question is, what do you want from us?
Well, you have competence, capability, and you seem somehow connected. Not intentionally, mind you, but somehow all of this started the exact same day you came into town. Something is connecting you to it. And there's a lot more shit on the horizon.
That doesn't answer the question of what you want.
I want your help. You're competent, you're capable, you're going to be able to do a lot more than the UIU are going to be able to do.
When he says that, I'll just look over at Angel and like in a questioning, like raise my eyebrow. What you think situation?
When did you work with the Three Moons?
Last 20 years of my life, I've been one of their forward contacts with the Foundation. I can tell you everything I know, but I imagine you don't want them all hearing everything all at once. That's your discretion. I will say, you seem rather interesting just overall. But we'll discuss that some other time.
I need you to check your messages.
Absolutely. Which... Oh, did you send it? Okay. Do.
I was having to ask if I know stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of look at Arturo and be like, part of what he says lines up, but I don't like it.
Well, I trust you. I'll do what you say.
Let me put it this way. Either way you choose, shit's gonna keep happening, and I imagine it's probably gonna follow you. At the very least, I can try to help. While my foundation and all of the contacts might be gone, I can at the very least get you some small resources here and there, as I'm able to. Haven't done field work in, 30 years, but I've got a few tricks up my sleeve that might be able to help out. And at the very least, Jackie there's, let's say he's got some special talents of his own.
Care to share, Jackie? Can I manipulate him?
Yeah, go ahead and roll manipulate someone.
I could also.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Go ahead and give me they'll do it for the reason you gave them. Give them a reason with your manipulate, like why you want him to share. If that makes sense.
I mean, Jackie, you helped us defeat those things, and I feel like we could be really good allies if we're just honest with each other. You can see what all we can do, so I think it's fair for you to show us what you can do.
Can Vesper also interject?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to interject.
You concealed information from us. We deserve to know at least a little.
He kind of gives you kind of a guilty look. Let's just say I have been in some scraps before, and technically speaking, I might have died a couple times.
What?
Oh.
Why can't you? Why are you being cryptive about it?
Because I don't like talking about it. And he looks over at Cliff, and Cliff just kind of gives a nod. You know, Benny, you're used to Cliff kind of being like laid back and chill. He's being very curt and like straightforward right now. Jackie pulls down the collar of his shirt, and he is wearing this ornate jeweled amulet on a like golden chain around his neck, and he kind of lifts it up. It has this. Actually, I can send a picture of it so that we can put it in the. Give me 1 second. I'm going to just throw it into the journal in the objects of interest. Add page. Pendant. Image. Source. That one. No. Thank you. There we go. Select. It fucking did select a file. Select file. Let me save the entry, please. There we go. Don't show all players. It should pop up for everyone. And it always goes back to the tooth. So he's wearing this bejeweled pendant. And he just says, this is kind of me, sort of? I don't know. We don't know too much about it. Beyond...
Vesper leans to examine it a little closer, but doesn't, respectfully.
Yeah. Oh, we've zoomed in again.
Just like it's...
Oops.
Very
You're good.
beautiful.
And do you
Yeah.
want us to what? Stay here and fight for you?
We want you to help us figure out what's going on. You seem like you're competent and probably going to be able to help us with that. You can choose
So
not
yes.
to, but you're not necessarily going to be staying here.
So you want us to fight for you?
Fight with us. We're working off of a theory.
Go on.
Okay.
That's about all I've got of it. We have a theory. We're working through it. You're a large part of it. But I can't tell you too much more because I don't know too much more.
I'm gonna turn around and then whisper to Arturo. We can go along with it for a bit and I can get us out in the situation. I don't know how much I like about this or how many people we have in this now.
Yeah, I agree. It sounds like one organization is fighting with another organization, but I do think we can go along with it for a little bit. And the first sign of trouble, me, and Benny get out of here.
Yeah, they'll get us out. We just gotta keep our head on a swivel, but I'll get us
Gotcha.
out.
Cool.
I'm gonna turn back around. So basically,
I'll turn back around too, and I'm going to point at Benny and Vesper, and I'll say, so are these two with y'all as well?
No, they're with you.
Yeah, I'm with Carter, but I came here just like you guys to the...
Someone else is pulling some strings. We don't know who and we don't know why. At the very least, we can try to figure it out. Follow the strings back to where they lead, whatever you want to say. The long and short of it is, shit's going to keep happening. All of us are in trouble. We need to find out why. Because I can tell you right now, if we do nothing, I promise you an apocalypse is going to come along. Can't tell you which one.
Apocalypse.
Son, my job is apocalypses. If my entire organization has disappeared, the amount of times they save the world in a day, bad shit's on the horizon. I'm not bluffing when I say this. Humanity-ending threats. That is a Tuesday.
All right. We don't work for you.
Of course not.
We work
You-
with you. You will be providing food and lodgings.
Take that up with Edith. I don't got no place to go. Other than, well, my apartment. But no, I don't want you sleeping on my couch. Like, there's not a lot of room
I don't
there.
want to sleep on your couch.
I think Edith might have some rooms. We'll figure it out.
And what happens if any of the UIU or anything decide to step in and try to get us?
Oh,
You gonna take care of that for us?
Oh, absolutely. Let's just say if you're working with me and you're doing what I ask, you don't have to worry too much about law enforcement or passports or a lot of things.
I'll just kind of look over at Angel and shrug a little.
Yeah, I'm kind of giving him the same look of I don't know about this man. What would you want us to do?
For right now, let's have some breakfast. We'll talk it through.
Pancakes all around.
Yeah, Edith,
Pancakes.
having finished
I'll
up with
open the door.
Vesper's things, is now like actually already working on making some of the pancakes. She already had like a full set ready.
Just for Benny.
Cliff says,
Mhm.
we got a lot of catching up to do, but I'm sure you're already aware the whole the world's a lot stranger than you think. What's the go-to that they always say, like oh, you better start believing in monster stories. You're in one. I should write that down. That's a good one.
I wouldn't know.
It doesn't matter. The point is, this weird shit that you were facing in the woods, which, from my understanding, you did a pretty good job of.
You're welcome.
Tip of the iceberg.
Figured it out. We got it good. They didn't have nothing on us.
Oh, they
I'm-
had a little on
Vesper's
me.
overconfident.
He
You
goes,
survived.
I'm pretty sure you were bleeding out when you walked through the door, or close to it. But that said, you won. That's what matters. There are entire hit squads that have been wiped out by those things. So, with all jokes aside, good job. Now,
I'm gonna.
pancakes.
One more question before we eat.
Ask it.
I'm gonna bamf the tooth into my hand. Of course, the
Mhm.
tattoos on our forearms are gonna glow. I'm gonna kind of show him the tooth.
Yep.
You know what it is now?
Oh, I knew what it was when you left. I'm fully aware. Doesn't really have a set name. Just has a classification.
Which is,
939.
Love
and that is in reference to what?
That's its classification. It is
Yes, where is it written down?
in the foundation.
Their suits, Otaro.
He's
That's what they do.
he pulls out from his he just kind of takes out his like a little folded piece of paper from his pocket, tosses it onto the table.
What's on it?
I'm pulling that up real quick.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna bamf the tooth back to the other dimension.
Dope. I'm just getting that. into the journal real quick. Do. Wonderful. Save that. And there we are. That's what you've been dealing with. And from what we can understand, these are not the ones that we've had in containment. So wherever they came from is dangerous.
So there's more of these out there.
Potentially. UIU is now all over it.
Thought I have anything to do with the weird faces?
Didn't know those links are going to work. Hang on. Did not realize the links are going to work. Hey, don't click those, obviously, because this is a document. It's a piece of paper. I didn't realize these were going to work. Son of a bitch.
Future.
Why does the paper have links? Why does it allow me to make links? Hang on. Hold on. I'm just gonna fucking...
This says, wait, so is everything on the document that you shared on this piece of paper?
Yeah.
With the exception of the links, obviously. Don't
Yeah.
work the links, but
Like, the words work, but the words work. The words are there. The links don't work.
okay. This says that 9 of them were compromised and have escaped. Well, first of all, what a silent night. Second of all, we only killed 5.
The ones that you killed are not the same ones. Let's put it that way.
So there were
So there are
14 of these things.
Yeah, there's 9
Maybe
others.
more. Those ones should be in containment still. Or at the very least, yes.
Did it have anything to do with the faces?
Let's say that's a part of their reproduction.
Ew.
Production? Not transformation?
Reproduction.
Oh, God.
Well, this is fucking weird,
Oh,
and I'll slide the
yeah.
note back over.
Yeah, sorry. I'm also
Um,
like trying to fix the fucking links so that they're not showing up in
As
there.
this is happening, I'm gonna look over to Benny and be like, "You
There we
still have
go.
any of that stuff left?"
Yeah, one more for you.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna pop it.
Alright, now I can re-show it. Now there's no links in it. Yeah, you pop the last one, the last vial, and you just because you were starting to feel a bit foggy, and
I reread the words amnesic gas and I was like, I should probably take that thing again.
yep,
And
it
I was the
says
one who didn't because I was in combat.
that's why I recommended the Nestix for you. That's why I tried
Did you know
to
that dude in the alley?
Yeah, do you work with him?
with who? I'm sorry.
Mr.
The
M?
dude you sent us to get the Nestix from.
Let's just say whatever MC&D needs is going to be a small price to pay. But no, I don't work with them. They're
So this is a third organization that you're aware of that you're
salespeople.
being vague about?
Oh, let me tell you, there's a lot of organizations. Your bow's from an organization, her book's from an organization. There's so fucking many of them because everybody's got their fingers in the glue. Or whatever the fuck the phrase is. It's not the phrase
So-
at all. It's fingers in the pot, but fingers in the pie? What the fuck is the phrase? Somebody help me.
Nope, don't flounder. Just change the subject.
All right, yep. The point
There's
is,
cooks in the kitchen.
too many
So if
cooks
we
in the
happen
kitchen.
to have to owe MC and D a favor.
It's not the worst thing to be in line with. One favor is typically not the worst. Did they have any specifications?
I don't know. I'm gonna kind of glare at Benny for a second. We
I'll say above the table, he absolutely made some specifications, but it's up to you, Benny, to remember what they were.
they're not illegal. We're transporting something.
That's honestly huge. Big win right there.
Like, I mean, I didn't even take notes on that. That was from my memory. Sorry.
I guess the next thing on your list is to help out MC and D, and we'll discuss that after food. But welcome unofficially to the SCP Foundation.
SCP?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Team suits.
Did we just get a job?
You
I've
got,
never had a job before.
let's say you're freelance.
Which also means we'll leave the first second we need to leave. And I'll like eyebrow over at Angel.
Yeah, I'm gonna nod back at him.
Listen, once this shit all resolves, we'll take it up with the O5s. I'm sure they won't have too many issues. Fingers crossed. Anyway, pancakes, and he just starts eating. And he kind of seems to go back to his more chill self in the process. And yeah, welcome everyone to the SCP Foundation.
I've been holding on to that for so long.
Yeah, you think you have? I haven't been able to actually say anything about it. Yeah, so we're gonna keep it there. This is the theme going forward. Is the
This is fun.
yeah.
So that
I-
we're kind of like partners, huh?
I would also like to just point out the amount of fucking references that I had to try to squeeze in. I don't know if anybody wrote down where Cliff used to work when he was talking to you guys.
Yeah, it was a university.
South Carolina Research Institute.
South Carolina Public Research Institute, which is the SCP Research Institute.
You didn't say public. You
I
did not say
did.
public.
I
You
did.
not say public.
Yeah, he did. I have public written down.
Fuck.
So it is the SCP Research Institute. I don't know if you guys remember where the shipping location was. That was the Shipping Canadian Port 1.
Oh.
The name of our group in here when you're joining in, does anybody remember what the name of this game session is?
I do not, actually.
It is Stream Crew Portland.
I knew it was SCP. I wasn't looking that too closely. Shit.
Uh-huh. There have been
I don't know.
multitude of references. But yes,
I don't.
that
See,
ends our first
I
chapter.
thought it was SCP because of
And no one died.
the suits, and
You're
also
welcome.
because of the description of the monsters and the way that they looked.
Hmm.
Because I like SCPs.
Well, I'm very glad that you like SCPs. Cliff is going to fully introduce himself as Dr. Alto Clef, And Jackie will introduce himself as Dr. Jack Bright, who
He's a doctor.
means nothing to either of you. He says, yeah, I'm not actually some young kid. Oops. Sorry.
What was it, Dr. Alto?
Alto Clef.
And then Dr.
That's for
Jack.
fantasy.
He says, 28.
Wait, Doctor.
Sorry.
That's
What
Can
the
you-
fuck?
you.
I've died a few
what?
times.
How?
His name is Dr. Jax. What?
Jack Bright.
Thank you.
I think he's actually at, no, let's see. We're in 1993. He would be 24, I think. We'll say he's 24. The first time he died, he was pretty young, so it's fine. Over table talk, because he wouldn't go into a full detail, but, you know, it also isn't a huge spoiler. He literally is inside of that amulet he showed you.
I know.
Yeah. So, he's died a few
I
times.
know.
Do you know Jack Bright?
This is what. No, but this is what I'm. I didn't put it though.
Hang on. Well, welcome.
I'm just so glad we didn't die.
Yeah, honestly,
But yeah, no, I do know.
I am a little sad that he didn't die because I was so excited for that.
Yeah,
There was going to be
What
so
would've
much
happened
drama.
if he did die. It
Yeah,
would've
next time I'll
been-
just let somebody bleed out.
He was going to give you a necklace to not put on by any means ever, and to give it to Cliff. That's all table talk because he's probably not going to. Samwise, you cannot have the chicken. Get out of here, you bitch. Samwise, no. It is my dinner. I haven't even eaten it yet. You can't start going after it. Motherfucker, I turned around. This dog had his entire head in the fucking Cane's bag trying to go after the plastic container, and he just got more aggressive about it as I was yelling at him. Anyway, we're going to wrap up our session. We get to read the end of session things, which I have somewhere. Is it... Do I have somewhere? We'll see. Oh my god, this dog is a nightmare. No, I didn't want that. I wanted this. Alright. Did we conclude the current mystery?
Are we still on stream?
Yeah, we are still on stream. We're doing the wrap
Still
up.
on stream?
Yeah.
Are we still on stream?
Yes. We've done the level up thing on stream.
Oh, right. I'm
You're good.
losing my mind today. It's fine.
You're good. Did we conclude the current mystery?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we kick some ass
Yes, indeed. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
twice.
Yes, several times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes.
Yes.
Probably.
Yep. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Everybody gets 2 experience.
Yeah. Level up.
I was going to say, if that causes you to level up, we can do that real quick, and then we will wrap up the stream. And, yeah, I hope people are excited for the rest of this campaign. This was kind of like the intro to it, so I could finally drop the reference and the charades. Yeah, congratulations, you fought SCP-939 with many voices.
We beat the shit out of
You-
SCP-939.
Fucked them up. You absolutely fucked them up.
Can we keep them as
I
a
did
puppy?
so much damage.
I just ran back and forth, rolling terribly.
Yeah, more or less.
More of
Great.
them.
I rolled great. I kicked ass.
You're here for talking, Benny. It's okay. Angel and I are here for Angel and Vesper here for shooting.
I'm
I'm
literally
here for losing my shit and then just going ballistic and being a loose cannon.
Angel for the most part was literally only
Oh,
incredibly
son of a bitch.
skilled at fighting.
Scooter, you suck.
I do.
You have
What?
blurp
Sorry.
turned off.
Yes, I do.
I was gonna play the skull trumpet. I'm so upset. All right.
We did
Which
so many things. We were great.
The little horn.
Mm-hmm. I just realized. Hang on. Hold on. I don't need blurp for this.
Oh God.
I have a
I'm leaving
soundboard.
the chat.
Nope. You have to finish the wrap up. All right. Anybody finishing up their leveling up?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't
What?
know it.
Okay. Let me go into your character sheet. What are you wanting to do for your? What are you
It
wanting
says
to
I get
add?
2 crooked moves, but I don't like it's trying
Just-
to make me add them.
Just close out
Hit
of that.
cancel?
Yeah, just hit cancel.
Okay.
Um, what move are you?
So we could do the alternative weird basic moves, right?
Yes, you don't need to use the level up for that though.
Oh.
You it deleted all my other things. So that's just if you don't have use magic. Like if you choose to forego having use magic, you instead can have one of these other ones. That means that any magic that you do try to do would have to be rolled as big magic, which is the alternative move. It's the one where you would have a bit more of a requirement. And if desired, you can twist those to have more of a weird science style, which is not necessary. That's if a character wants to have that kind of flair. So for you, with your magic book that you've been looking over and reading over, if you were to try to do something out of the book, you would be using big magic, which means that the requirements are a bit more big.
Like,
Instead of
magic,
just
or would it
rolling
be-
use magic.
Hmm.
You could still get the effects of use magic, you just have to meet the requirements of big magic, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Um,
I still think I want to forego it. Using magic.
alrighty, wonderful. What are you going to take in its place? Because I know what sounds great for your character, but that's not for me to say.
I was gonna say no limits, but I want to put sensitive.
Sensitive?
Or
Wonderful.
trust my gut.
All right. Which one are you going for?
It's better.
I think no limit sounds cool. Trust your gut sounds great for if because you're a street kid kind of thing.
Yeah.
So having a good set of instincts is wonderful. Sensitive if you want to have that sort of, you know, a bit more kind of weird things going on. You be that because that's like psychic feelings, right?
Mhm.
It's not quite the like mind reading,
No.
but it's like just kind of getting the sense of your surroundings psionically.
I want sensitive.
Sensitive? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
That's
Is anyone else wanting to swap out their use magic for an alternative weird basic move?
No, I have magic.
I will. I just can I look over them
Mhm.
and then let you know next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Angel is a magical creature, so it makes total sense.
I don't.
And obviously,
Moves are that we do. Like
Um,
the add.
so when you are leveling up, you, if I go into the playbook here, let's go to the crooked. So your improvements, you can get +1 to sharp, tough, cool, or charm. You could take an additional crooked move. You can gain an ally, one of your old crew, which would be separate from Carter, I believe, because you already have crew, 3 or 4 people. So I guess there's more than just Carter. They count as a team. I guess you could upgrade Carter from being part of the team to being an ally, which there is a distinction between the two. More or less, I believe with that you would control him in combat. Let me see if I can figure out. Honestly, we could probably wrap up the stream and then we could discuss all of this.
That's fair.
Anybody else have anything else they want to do before we wrap?
I'm all good.
Wonderful. All right. Well, then, thank you, folks, for hanging out and watching. I had a good time. I had a blast. I'm glad that we are now on to our main story. Real quick, Bo, where can people find you?
I am at twitch.tv/Boborn or boborn.com. We'll give you actually everything you need to know.
Hell yeah. And what do you do? Tell folk about yourself.
Oh, yeah. I stream video game content, usually, sorry about that. Usually, as you might guess, archery related. That's sort of my thing, my digs. I also make various other social media content that can also be found at that link.
Hell yeah. Q, do you want to tell folks about you and where they can find you?
You can find me at RardsQ on Twitch. Working on streaming more, like at least once a week now. Usually probably on the weekends at night. That's pretty much it.
Or 6 o'clock in the morning on a work day.
Yeah.
No, it was 7 in the morning. 7 or 8. I was at work and suddenly you were just streaming. Anyway,
It's like random weird hours.
What do you stream?
Variety of things. Probably some horror soon. Or some RPGs.
Hell yeah. Milady, where can people find you?
Here, most likely. I don't currently stream. Plan to in the future, but that's a long ways away, so you can probably find me here.
I guess there's like one other guy I should talk to. I don't know. I talked to Bo. I talked to Q. Talked to
I'm leaving the voice chat.
No, Scooter, please tell us about yourself. Where do you stream? What do you do? Where can people find you?
You can find me at Excite Scooter on Twitch, Blue Sky, TikTok. Those are the main ones I use. I do a lot of Nintendo content mostly. Mario Kart on Wednesdays. I'm currently going through the Mario and Luigi saga or Mario and Luigi RPG series to play the new game, and I do Marvel Rivals on Mondays. And I do got a few events coming up that I can talk about on the next stream because I don't think they're happening until then. Hold on, let me double check the calendar. Oh, actually, April 6th, I got a Mario Kart tournament coming up, so if you want to watch that.
Wonderful. Hell yeah. And then obviously I've been Morvi, your keeper, and this has been a good time. We will be streaming this again on April 5th, so just before his tournament.
Yep.
So we'll be sure to keep him up super late so that he can't sleep well enough. Because that's what Nemesis do. Nemesi? I don't know. That's what I do.
Also,
The weirdest self.
tournament's at 3 p.m., so I'll be fine.
Okay, well then,
So weird.
yeah, that's all we got. Thank you everyone for watching. I had fun. Hope everybody else did too. I hope the audience had a good time. And we will see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.